All right. Good night, everybody. How's everyone doing? We are starting a little bit late, but
My
better late
fault.
than
I
never.
can't read. I'm like, so I've been doing what I call Project 50,
Mhm.
and I'm turning 50 in 2 years.
Nice.
So it's time to start getting it more like pared down. Like, I don't need to own every Superman figure there ever was. I don't need to own, I don't need to own, need,
Need the operative word.
right?
Yes.
Need. I don't need every Spider-Man figure. So I'm like, okay. So I've got phase one is go through everything in storage and here. Look at all like the box. I've got boxes like crazy. I
Right.
went to Home Depot and bought 7 of those big storage those big storage bins, and it's either going on display in the green storage bin for safekeeping. For maybe I'll sell it someday. Maybe I'll take it to the grave. Maybe I'll give it to my niece and nephew. And then it's going in these boxes to sell. So that's what's been going on. So I got lost in that. And and I know I always start at 7, and you said, yeah, let's do something tonight. And I thought, oh, we'll just do it at 8 o'clock. So I was sitting here doing whatever. And I thought, oh, let me go log on. And I don't have my notifications turned on or anything on any of that stuff. So I
Right.
go to Instagram to start, I was like, let me share the links. And I'm like, you're like, oh, we're ready. I was like, oh shit. So I was like, okay. I mean, I only need like literally took a piss, came running back, and I'm ready. Like I can go live anytime for anything. Like I'm good.
Right.
I just need, I got my polar boy water. Oh, great. That's my, can you hear that or no?
Yeah. Is that
Fucking fire alarm.
oh really? So you know what? We should have started at 8.
Should have started. It's okay. I'll mute myself. I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, because this will now go on for like probably 15 minutes. Till they come and figure it out. Oh wow, that's really Sean's coming on, and he should be on in a minute too.
Sounds good.
I'll
How about this? You mute and I'll talk, and then when you're ready, we'll come in. All right. So we've got an alert going on at J Man's residence. So hopefully everything's fine there. But yeah, it's that time of year where everybody's busy doing stuff. I know I'm recovering from coming back from Sao Paulo, Brazil for CCXP, and that was a fantastic trip. And if nothing else, that con showed me how cons can be because they seem to be like they were really artist friendly. And then in terms of like where they were in Artist Alley and where they were in placement for the show, so you couldn't miss them. They were in one of they're basically in the main strip because it's this long setup, and it's basically a big rectangular kind of prism thing. So there's no corners, there's nothing, and it's I can't even guess, maybe half a kilometer long or something like that. That's how long the convention center is. And you walk down one main aisle, and on your left is Artist Alley, and on your right are the exhibits. And then you can walk around on either side for like the other aisles where you would then get food or rest areas or whatever. But the artists are right there, easy to access, as well as the other exhibits. So they had a major bookstore there, and McFarlane Toys had a space, and then there was a spot um, for it looks like J Man's testing it out. Um, they had a spot for cosplay, and then they had like this gaming section where there was like LARPing. So they actually had live sword fighting, if and people dressed up in as knights. So it was kind of interesting. Um, but recovering from that trip and then doing some stuff for Atrium has basically taken up a lot of my time. And then obviously it's the holiday season, so a lot of get-togethers. Maybe I should start my holiday shopping. I think I got a couple of days left. I got 7 days, 6 days, I guess. So yeah, no worries. So anyone who's here, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing more of you as the time rolls by. And Jay's fire alarm
still It's so fire department's on its way. I just got the announcement. The fire department, by the way, someone pulled it on the 8th floor. I'm on 22, so it ain't gonna rise up to get me. So, and it's not in the storage area, so I'm good.
Oh, so you got all those? You got all that as the message? That's pretty good.
Yeah, they come on and give messages as it's going. So the fire department's on the way. I'll be able to look out the window and see them, and they'll come and they just shut it down. And it's like false because someone's cooking. Like
Right.
literally, like my entire building is mostly like Indian people who cook a lot. So there's always cooking going on. My wife's Indian, so it's fine.
Right.
It's like you see, you're walking by, you're like seeing steam come out of the thing. You're like, oh my god! And someone gets mad. And I mean, I've pulled it a few times myself where I'm like, oh, I forgot to turn that. So it's fine. It'll be.
It's all good, and so we'll get that sorted eventually. And okay, we can put up some comments. How about that to get things going? So we're gonna go with Joe Dog. What's up? How you doing? Hope everything is good on your side. J Man, fire alarm was pulled. Yep. J Man, hey all. Let me see this one here. Could not be reached for further. All is fine. Good evening, guys. Evening. Thanks for joining us. Corey Sim says, what up, everybody? J-Man with the update. We already got that update from him through the beeps, but also through in the comments. Fire department is on the way. Nothing like a little bit of drama to start a live stream, eh?
It's like I'm late, and then this crap starts going off, and you're like, oh, really?
This is going to be the most epic one, but also too, like I want to get some of the feedback from everyone that's tuning in, because we're going to be digging into Street Fighter, the new Street Fighter movie. I had no idea about the cast. Like I I had no idea. This thing is a complete shock. And then I saw and we'll play, slowly and screen grabs from the trailer. It's something else. It's a sight and an experience to behold.
At first, I thought it was AI or something. Like it looked weird, like it looked fake almost. Like Corey, like what's his name? Cody Rhodes is gonna. Like I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and I was talking to Vaughn, who's with me here at Conk Asylum, and I was like, it looks like an AI fan film. That's what my first initial reaction was, and it'll be awesome to hear what everyone else thinks as well as what Sean thinks. When he arrives, but I looked at it at first and I'm like, what? It
Fire department's here. Can you hear it?
Yep.
So fire department is here. They're investigating it, so it should be another like 5 minutes.
It's all good. It's all good. And it was just weird. So when Sean shows up, we'll dig into it as well too and take a look at it, as well as some news. I don't know if you know this, J-Man, but Oni Press is going to be publishing Archie comics. Yeah, like it just came through our emails. I just saw it 10 minutes ago, so we'll dig into that. But it looks like they're taking it to they're going to almost like Riverdale Archie comics and publish that through Oni Press. But we'll get there. We'll get there for sure. So going back to Corey, how's everyone going? Thanks for popping by. Pretty good, Corey. Corey, mighty shout outs. Absolutely. It came out of nowhere for me. I thought it was AI fan casting too. Okay, so we're not completely like in left field, because there's stuff like AI. You say what you want about it. It's getting to the point where you can't tell some stuff anymore. Like it's getting scary. And so you don't know if this is like an AI fan film that you might find on YouTube, or if this is actually coming from a studio. And it's coming from a studio.
Well, there's also a lot of those fake wrestling AI things where it's like you see like Undertaker versus Jesus.
Right.
And I've seen like whatever, like Albert Einstein versus like versus Jesus and all this weird stuff. So you couldn't tell.
Yeah, you can't tell. It looks like it should have WWE Films intro to it. Yes, it does. Saw an image of Cena as Bison. He looked good at least. Hey, Brian and CC. And then also RIP Gil Gerard. That one as well. I was like, what? And there's been a lot of tragedy going through Hollywood. We're not going to dive into it too much. But yeah, there have been a lot of giants that have passed on in last week. And then, okay, I'm showing my age and also the stuff that I used to watch as a kid. And maybe that's why I like certain types of storytelling. The actor that played Luke, I think his name's Anthony Geary. He was Luke and Laura. This is like the biggest wedding in all of soap operas. When I was a kid, I might have been like 11. He passed away, I think the same day as Rob Reiner and his wife passed. Yeah.
Oh, I love Buck Rogers.
Oh yeah, man. Mel Brooks was a part of that. Not Mel Brooks, sorry. Mel Blanc was the voice. And then, along with, I guess, Linda Carter and Lindsay Wagner, Aaron Gray was an absolute kid crush of mine, hands down. I see J-Man with the thumbs up. So
yeah. Oh yeah, she's definitely like top, man, especially in that show.
Oh yeah, because like the 70s was spandex, man. Like the beginning of shiny spandex or whatever the heck that material was, and that's all they wore on Buck. So like, props to Gil Gerard for fitting into that thing as well too, and being in that thing for 16 hours a day, because that couldn't have been comfortable at all.
Yeah, I mean, so it stopped. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably get an announcement in a minute saying it's all clear. But like, I have Buck Rogers on Blu-ray. I've got the theatrical poster, the actual one, the 24 by whatever 2741 one sheet poster from the movie. I've got the doll, the big doll.
Oh, wow.
It does have the zombie head. It's in the packaging, but remember how like the plastic, whatever, for some reason the plastic that they use in these dolls, like their heads would melt, age in a weird way, and it was like
melt and kind of like it would get darker.
Yeah, like it's like. Yeah, it's like I don't know. They just call it zombie head or whatever. So it's like it's got the zombie head, which is just weird. So, but I mean, I've got it in the packaging. There's no other. I mean, to get one that like basically the problem with this collectability is like someone would have had to have gotten it back then, left it in the package, and then never put it anywhere out in any kind of light or anything, right? Like,
right.
It's some of these things are impossible to get. Like, remember the Superman #1?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a 9. That got a 9 or whatever. What did it get? A 9 on CGC?
Something like that. Which to me,
I mean, that's crazy.
Like, how did Silverfish or something not get at that thing?
Right. Like that's crazy.
That's impossible.
Oh, 1 sec.
While we're waiting, so this is
it's all clear. See, it's all a bunch of crap living in buildings. It's like there's some asshole pulls the thing and it's like, oh, isn't that funny? It's like there's never been a fire ever. Every time it gets pulled, you're like, oh, it's just basically 15 minutes of annoyance.
Right. Well, at least it wasn't one of those ones where you had to evacuate in the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So getting back to the Luke and Laura couple, they were big on General Hospital back in the day. Yeah, that was it. It was General Hospital. Even I knew who they were, and I didn't follow soaps. Yeah, they were. I guess it's like it might have been Entertainment Tonight or whatever the hell I was watching back then, because I think that was it. That was TMZ. Before TMZ was like the entertainment specific show, and that wedding. That's up there with like JR getting shot, the end of MASH, just like seminal TV moments where like everybody was watching because there was no streaming. There was no way to like divert eyeballs onto something else, right? It was those 3 channels.
I think, what was funny? I was talking to somebody. This is when the Flash movie had come out. It was coming out. And they're talking, we can talk a little bit about Supergirl as well, because that's still around.
For sure.
They're talking about Supergirl like, what do you think it's going to do? I said, this movie is not going to do that well. It's going to make 400 million and that's it. Maybe. And they're thinking, right. Oh, is it going to be better than Superman? And it's like, guys, people don't know who Supergirl is. They kind of know. They know that there's a Superman and there's a girl version, but boys don't care, right? Now the thing is that like when the characters, and see with Flash, nobody knew who the Flash was. So like, well, he was in Justice League, the movie with Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and Henry Cavill. I was like, I know, but he was a one little bit in that movie, and that movie people weren't dying over it. And people are quoting me, well, there's the Flash TV series. It's like, dude, the Flash TV series, the 90s one is pretty fun, but nobody watched it and it was too expensive for, and Supergirl TV series started out on NBC, I think, and then it moved to CW. The first season is network television, and it didn't make, it got like 1 million viewers, and they're like, that's piss. Right? Like 1 million viewers means nothing. Like let this sink in for a second, guys. And the Flash TV series, maybe it was getting 800. Like the Flash and Supergirl and Arrow on CW are massive mega hits. We're high-fiving. Guys, we're just 800,000 viewers on Flash. Woo. Everyone's like pumping their fist. Hell yeah. It's like to a network, they're like, that's piss. Right? Like we're talking like, I mean, what was Friends hitting? Friends was hitting like 20 million a week or whatever it was. I don't even like, I mean, it's crazy. So
I'm going to put this in perspective. So
yeah.
the Luke and Laura, so it was Anthony Geary. Mm-hmm. And then if I'm not mistaken, it was Jeannie Francis played his fiance to be wife. So General Hospital was on for an hour. I'm just going to share. And I'm reading it, and I'm kind of like mind boggled before I even can like share the screen.
Right.
30 million viewers for that hour.
Right. And
like that's insane.
And you can say there wasn't anything else on, or there was limited shows. That's fine. I did a research project just for my own amusement, where I went back and I checked the Thursday night lineup. Thursday nights were the big nights, right? Like that was that was the network TV nights, the big Thursday nights, to see like what was on, and the thing is that, okay, that's fine. There's more choices now. There's more options to watch, but that makes it less popular. I don't know what to tell you. People didn't know who Flash was, and then they watched that, and then there was the stuff with Ezra Miller, so that muddied it. But then they saw the Flash movie and they're like, well, what is Flash? To a lot of people who saw that movie, they're like, oh, Flash's power is that he travels through time. Like it wasn't about speed. He did a couple of speed things and that was it. It was all about time travel. So it should have been like, oh, he runs fast and let's do stuff with running fast. And instead they went with time travel. So people are confused. And now it's like, well, Flash is a dead property. It's like nobody knows what's going on with it. Green Lantern, that movie did not do as well. It underperformed. People thought this is weird. It all looks weird. I didn't hate the movie, but it looks weird with Ryan Reynolds. And now they're doing this Lantern show, and we're back at the same thing. So which one? What are we looking at here?
So
CBS?
This is initial run for Supergirl. So this
I was just saying, yeah.
2015. That's why I looked it up. So
yeah.
they were pulling in 13 million live.
Yeah, which that wasn't enough.
And that's on CBS, and that was enough for it to then move to the CW.
Yeah.
Like the numbers that we're talking about from back in the day, it's, you know what? It's no different than comics, man. Like if you take 90s numbers and compare them to today, the 90s numbers that we're talking about for comics are the 80s numbers that we're talking about for television shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you're like ridiculous numbers for an hour of television.
I mean, Superboy, in DC Comics, they would publish the numbers on certain issues. You'd see the numbers. Right. And Superboy issue like 58 or whatever. Not the first anything, nothing. Lana's trying to figure out his identity, and that's the whole comic, right? Mm-hmm. And literally that comic, 650,000 copies are being sold.
Yeah.
I mean, 650,000 copies of Superboy, where majority of those early ones before the Legion kicks in are kind of lame. I love them because they bring me back to a simpler time of just having fun with heroes. But like literally, it's Lana trying to figure out his identity, and 600,000 kids are like, "Shit, is she gonna find out his identity?" Like, I gotta pick this one up. Short answer, kids, no, she's not. Like, but can you imagine if you had a number like that right now? Like, if Absolute Batman is your top selling comic of all comics, and what is that getting? 100,000? Like, I mean, Superboy is doing minimum 3 times or 6 times. If maybe they're selling 200,000 copies of Absolute Batman #1. That means that generic issue of Superboy is 3 times more popular in a time where Superboy is not more popular than Superman or Batman or Flash or Justice League or whatever. Like, clearly, like, Superboy is still a top book because Superboy, it's got the Superman influence of it. But I mean, Legion of Superheroes is like triple outselling whatever. And Legion of Superheroes, again, a lot of it's like misunderstandings, and there's not like a lot until you get later on, where they get into battles and stuff. A lot of that stuff is rubbish. Supergirl, we saw the numbers. It dropped big time because it's like you go to CW, and for CW, 1.8 million or whatever that thing. Okay, we'll do a next season.
It was 2.3, and then it went to 1.9, and then it ended at 500,000.
Right. So it started at 13 million. Was that the first season?
That was the first season on CBS.
Wow. I mean, that's a big time super drop. This is like Doctor Who. Now Supergirl did get very weird. Like, she herself was fine. So my point with this is that because somebody had mentioned Wonder Woman. Now, did Gal Gadot, did her movie come out before Batman v Superman or after Batman v? I think it's after Batman v Superman.
It was after.
So BVS was.
Before I
let me check
that, because I have a feeling it did come out, but that it came out before.
I'll say list. How about list of DCEU?
So BVS was 2016, and it was the first live action cinematic portrayal of Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
so
okay.
That was hers.
Okay, so now look at. So I threw that movie on, and I was showing my wife because we were talking about this, and somebody was mentioning this on another stream. Oh well, what about Wonder Woman? It's like her movie did really well, right? Her movie did extremely well. I said, yeah, but firstly, Wonder Woman is more known because of the Linda Carter show. So the Linda Carter show, is popular, and people know Wonder Woman from that. Supergirl never had a show. She had that movie, but that movie did poorly, right? Like the Helen Slater movie, even though I like it, did very poorly.
Supergirl, yeah,
the Supergirl movie. But Linda Carter show is very popular, so people know Wonder Woman way more than Supergirl. Wonder Woman would be the most popular female hero because of the Linda Carter TV show.
Hands down.
So then you saw Batman versus Superman, which is a very long and crummy movie, but Wonder Woman shows up. Batman's about to get fried by Zod's Day or whatever, right? I don't know what you want to call that thing, Doom Zod or whatever. So Doom Zod's about to kill Batman, and she comes in, does the big blocking, nails him, flies forward, like chopping at him, like slicing him up. And then they go, right? The music pops in. You're like, yeah,
great theme song.
Her theme song is the best. And you're like, okay. Then you're watching, you're like, shit, I gotta go see that Wonder Woman movie, like big time. And then there's generic people like, well, it's Wonder Woman. I'm gonna go see it because I remember the Linda Carter show and that was great. And then you go to Superman, and Supergirl's appearances, she's a drunk idiot. And she's calling him a bitch, and she falls over. And you're like, well, that doesn't seem very exciting. So people don't care about Supergirl. Like, unless you care about that movie in James Gunn's universe, you're not going to go see Supergirl. Generic people who didn't see BVS still saw Wonder Woman. And the people that watched BVS thought her first appearance was pretty epic. So they're like, oh shit, yeah, I'll go see that for sure. And then of course you got the Zack Snyder devotees who are just going to go no matter what. They're going to go see it. So you had 3 targets there. The Zack Snyder people who are just going to see anything. You've got the people who know what Linda Carter, they're going to watch Wonder Woman because it looks kind of neat. And then you got the people who saw Batman v Superman because it's Batman and Superman, and then all of a sudden you got to see a cool appearance of Wonder Woman.
This is for you.
Still to Jonathan, number one.
Yeah, Jeannie Francis is Jonathan Frakes' wife. Yeah.
Did you know? I don't know if you watch Deep Space Nine, right, Steve, or no?
I love DS9.
Yeah, that's like my favorite show.
Yeah.
Even though it's not the best Star Trek show, it's my favorite. It's my favorite show. I think if I have to pick one, I say Doctor Who, but Doctor Who's so vast that it's almost like unfair.
It's also, you can argue that every new Doctor is a different Doctor Who show.
You could say that.
You could argue that.
Yeah, so you could say like, oh, the third Doctor's my favorite. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But Deep Space Nine, so we constantly repeat watch that. And then Thomas Riker shows up. Remember, there was that transport accident on Next Gen. And when we just watched the one where he showed up and he was with the and he was helping the Maquis, and he pulled off the sideburns because he had the full thing. He pulled off, so it was just a goatee. I was like, oh shit, that's not Will Riker, it's Tom.
That's right.
I've seen it like 9 times, but it's like, oh my god, it's Tom Riker. I like doing the show reactions, like but yeah, like you got to pump people up. So I think so. I was just messaging Sean. I think he still thinks it's 8 because I told him it was 8. So I can't like
he'll be on in 9 minutes. Then
he'll be on in 9 minutes and be like, "What happened, guys? Why? So you started early." Because he doesn't check any. None of us check anything. We're old people, so it's like occasionally I'll go in and be like, "Oh, did I get a message? Oh yeah, shit, I'm supposed to be live right now." But anyway, so yeah, like. Where's the hype factor? So when Sean comes, we can talk Street Fighter, but like, what's the hype factor going in? Because now less people are watching. So as your point was saying, 30 million people tuned in for the wedding. Who Shot JR, MASH, even Friends, even if you go into the 90s, Friends, Frasier.
Because that was must-see TV, right?
That was
like that Thursday night lineup was crazy, and that continued from like the 80s, which was like Cheers, Magnum, had a lot of great shows on Thursday, and then NBC just killed it.
Oh yeah. Oh, they were the kings. So you had all that now, and you could say, well, a lot of people watch it, yeah, but that becomes ingrained into the pulp culture of the world. Like the Who Shot JR, everyone just knows that as a thing. Even if they didn't watch it, like I didn't watch it, but I knew about it, but I just didn't watch because I didn't care. But even stuff like, it's like, oh yeah, Hulk TV series. People know the Hulk. Guy gets angry, turns into the Hulk. They might not remember that the name was changed to, it was Banner, but they kept changing it to Banyan. Every week he had a different last name.
Or his first name was David.
Yeah. It's supposed to be Robert Bruce Banner.
But he was David Bruce Banner.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, like why? Literally, the guy said I like David better. Like that was the explanation why. Like okay,
and he hated it was actually as well the antithesis of Stan Lee, where it's like he like everything was alliteration. So BP, you're right. Everyone was like Bruce Banner, right? Peter Parker, and he was like, nope, that's not happening. And I think it was Harv Bennett. It was either Harv Bennett, who was also the producer for $6 Million Man and Bonnie Lemon. And he wanted Hulk to be red.
It's the producer.
Right? So it was the producer. Yep. And I remember as a kid, I'm going, how is this dude not Bruce?
I know, it was just weird to me. But
just so weird.
But then he changed his name every week, so I was like, okay, I guess it doesn't really matter. But and I watched the same because I've got the Blu-rays or whatever, or the DVDs, and I remember literally the guy said, he goes, oh, he should turn red because he's getting angry. They're like, yeah, but that's not the Hulk.
No.
So exactly. If you think there's dumb, remember, this isn't a defense of bad cinema, but this is a defense. It's not a defense. It's a factual statement about studios. They were dumb back then too. Like
always been dumb.
They've always been dumb. Like anything good that you got is because you've got a director or writers that somehow were able to get around these dumb producers. And there's a few good producers, obviously, but like, well, he should be red. He gets angry, right? It's like, yeah, but that's not the stupid, like they were going to make Star Trek the motion picture without Spock because Leonard Nimoy was bugging for royalties for using his likeness on 400 other products that none of these guys got paid for. And the producer's son came in and they're going to make the movie without Leonard Nimoy because and the guy's like, if there's no Spock in this movie, then you may as well just F yourself because then it's not Star Trek.
And you know what's crazy? That's Harv Bennett too.
Yeah,
Harv Bennett did Star Trek the motion.
Oh, I forgot about. I didn't know, but I didn't think of that. Yeah, so it's like again, it's like, oh well, then we just won't have Spock. Then it's not Star Trek. Like you can F yourself. So yeah. Anyways, so they've always been dumb. What's happening now, though?
Hey,
There you go. There's
Sean,
Sean.
what's up? Right
So-
on time.
It was 7:00.
It's not you. It's me.
It's me. It was me.
Yeah, I got home around 7, so I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go on now, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was like, yeah, I thought it was 8 for whatever reason. So then I was just hanging around doing my putting my
And I said it for 7 because I know that you're usually on at 7 because the
Yes.
later it goes, the worse it is for you guys. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Let me just go early, and we'll go from there. Because like, you know, when we were talking about maybe setting this up, I was out of town. I wasn't even planning to be home.
Yeah.
And so this is a bonus episode, everybody.
So what I was 20 minutes late, and then my fire alarm went off.
That's amazing.
So that 8 times. So it's like he talked for about 10 minutes with just me in the back going, yeah, and no, and no. I was doing Ebert.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
Yeah.
But you're right though in that, like, I think people get it twisted on what's actually popular.
Mhm.
Like what you think something's popular because it's on television,
Yeah.
and that's not the case. Or you think it's popular because it's tied to a big brand. Not at all.
Yeah. Like we're talking about, like when the Flash movie came out, they're saying, "Oh, Flash has a successful TV series." I said, "What successful TV series?"
Well,
"Oh, the one
that's different,
CW."
though, right?
That's
Yeah.
not a
It
successful.
was successful on a network. It was successful for that network. It was
Correct.
It was
Exactly.
a million viewers. Like in Canada, that's a mega hit. In the States, that's
Absolutely.
a drop in the ocean, right? You know,
Right.
so-
Well,
But-
we looked at the Supergirl numbers where it started off at 13 million, and CBS is like, I don't know. Give it to
Get 20
CW.
million here, yeah.
Yeah, give it to CW, and then CW gets like 5 million. Like, yeah, like this is like,
Yeah.
and then it dropped to
We
5.
did it, you know.
We did it, guys. Fucking this is it.
Like, oh, don't
Yep.
you think that Hulk was popular because of that show though? That was
That's
pretty
right.
mainstream, yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Hulk, we were just talking about Hulk and Wonder Woman right before you came on. Like
Yeah.
Wonder Woman did well as a movie because Wonder Woman had a TV series that everybody knows, and even if you just it's a new Wonder Woman movie, I'll check this out because I know Wonder Woman. And then
Yeah.
there's the Zack Snyder people who just watch anything that was he is involved with. And then there's the people who saw her in BVS and thought, wow, she was pretty cool. She showed up and did her big powers and she was fighting that god and all that.
Yeah, she had her own soundtrack and all
Yeah, their
that.
soundtrack, and we just talked about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so Supergirl is not going to do well. Supergirl's movie bombed. Her TV series is only in CW. It's like a small niche of people, and even that, Steve had the numbers up. It dropped down to 500,000 for the finale.
For what, the show?
The
Yeah.
finale was 500,000.
Oh, wow.
Right. It started off at 13 million. Well, because we know why.
The wild card is how they market this. I mean,
Yeah.
they drum up excitement for this, but the problem is we've seen how they market movies with this new way with James Gunn. James Gunn has to insert himself in everything.
Yeah.
And it's about promoting him. So I don't know. He didn't direct this movie, so I don't know what they're gonna do. It'll be interesting to see.
Mhm.
And it's really interesting too because, like, as you're mentioning, you go back to those shows, and you can say now Linda Carter, and Linda Carter is synonymous with Wonder
Oh,
Woman,
yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like the character is obviously one of the most iconic characters of all time, but you now have an actress who is as iconic, if not maybe even surpasses the character for people who are not in the comic book sphere. Are like Linda Carter. Oh yeah, she was Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah.
And if you say Wonder Woman, people go, "Oh yeah, Linda Carter." If
Yeah,
understand
you're right.
right? So you say Chris Reeve is kind of the same thing. It for
Yeah.
generations, it's different. Like
Yeah.
you might get, it's Henry Cavill or even Tom Welling, but like if you say Sean Connery, everyone goes James Bond.
James
Yeah.
Bond, yeah.
James
Yeah.
Bond. You can kind of get it with Roger Moore just because like the timing and how long he had the role and stuff. But for shows that were on the CW, and which is really weird when you think about it, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, no actor has come out of any of those shows to be like their own
iconic.
iconic actor in other stuff. So like Jennifer Aniston was the one that came out of Friends, right?
Yeah.
You can even argue Julia Louis-Dreyfus came out of Seinfeld
Yeah, she's the only one
Right.
that kind of still continued on in
Right.
some capacity.
in some capacity. And so for any of those shows, like Grant Gustin,
He's
Yeah.
Glee. People
He-
still think Glee, even for Melissa, she wasn't on that much. Like
Yeah.
Glee, because Glee has a very cult following.
absolutely.
People really like that show. So he's more of a Glee. Like you go by the autograph line, you're
Right.
standing in the autograph line. Oh, what are you getting signed? Oh, I'm getting my Glee complete collection signed, and I'm getting my Flash figure signed. Oh, and those are the only two things that Grant Gustin's going to have signed, right? Like
Mhm.
Robert Pattinson, people are going to be getting in line to get Twilight stuff signed,
Yeah.
right? You get
Yeah.
one or two Batman guys. What else? Like no one's going to get Cosmopolis, or like I mean, which is it's David Cronenberg. Like he's done other movies.
17 or anything like that.
Yeah, Tenet. He was in Tenet.
They tried
right,
to make
like
something of that Arrow guy. What's his name?
Stephen Amell.
Email?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try. It's like he was in the Ninja Turtles or whatever.
He was the Casey Jones in Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and he's
he was-
got Code 8.
He was in the wrestling series,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
So it's not, but he's not Arrow. He's not Green Arrow because those shows didn't hit. And who cares? Oh, there's limited. There's so much out there now, and there wasn't as much out there for Linda Carter. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The fact is that because maybe there wasn't a lot out there, but it doesn't matter. She's awesome. And everyone knows that's the real Wonder Woman. So to be, and there's people who are not who love the Wonder Woman show because of Linda Carter, and they're not Wonder Woman fan. That's my wife with Kristen Stewart.
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct on that.
Yeah, my wife is not a Superman fan. We found this out. I don't know if you were on the stream, Steve, when I told this story, but like I would show her. She loved the Christopher Reeve movies. She bought them. Like she had her own in her collection, just those movies. And I was like, oh, let's watch this. Watch this one. Watch some of this. She's like, it's okay. I don't know. She's like, you know what? I don't think I like Superman. She's like, I like Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Then I just, okay, we're done with Superman. Same with Batman. We tried the
Right.
Batman stuff. She's like, didn't like any, like not one
There's a
Batman.
wide array too. It's like campy, semi campy with 89, super serious with Batman Begins. Yeah.
She didn't like. We didn't watch The Dark Knight. Batman Begins. She's like, zero interest. The one that she knows the most is Batman and Robin because she thought it looked cool. She's like, wow, that looks really cool. And she liked Uma Thurman. She thought she was really pretty in that. She's like, wow, Uma Thurman's so pretty in this movie and all that.
Yeah.
That's a girl. This is the other thing too. They're not getting this shit, And my wife is Indian, so she's watched Bollywood movies. Everyone's pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So she likes that. It's like, whoa, they're all like awesome clothing, and their makeup is all done, their hair, everything looks amazing. So she watched Batman and Robin. She's like, wow, it's like she's like, oh, Poison Ivy's her favorite because she's not gonna be like, oh, this isn't the comic book, and why is Jason Woodrue ruined? And they ruined Bane. Like she doesn't care. She's just like Poison Ivy. But that's how you got to get people like that, right? She liked Wonder Woman because it was a cool movie. She liked the little kid Wonder Woman. She liked the music, and she liked Gal Gadot. She thought Gal Gadot looks pretty, and she's fighting, and I like her. And she likes the Linda Carter series. She doesn't like the series. She hasn't watched it, but when I'm watching, she's like, "Oh, Linda Carter's like so pretty, and wow, she's Wonder Woman." Not the Supergirl, right? Not the Supergirl. She liked the Supergirl movie, Helen Slater one, because Helen Slater was pretty.
No one likes that.
Hey, you know what, Sean? I think I might be one of the few. And
I like it.
Oh no, I grew up with it.
I think it's because I grew up with it. I actually wanted to see Chris Reeve in it at some point.
His poster's there, so
Right, that's true. And then
Moster Schmoster.
I was also a fan of like Faye Dunaway, and
She's awesome,
and stuff like that. So it was like I can't even tell you why I liked it. I liked it, and then Helen Slater was Billie Jean in I can't remember the name of that movie.
The Legend of Billie Jean.
That's right, and
easy. It's just the name.
and the great tune by Pat Benatar and stuff like that. And so it's interesting how I don't know if they just had a better maybe it was easier to do it because there was less to do or less out there. But they're able to transition or make the people that they had in these roles they were bigger than what we get now. Because I think the characters supersede the actors nowadays.
Right. Yeah. Well, they don't have anyone charismatic anymore. And we kid ourselves about some of these stars, but they're not stars because they go on to do something else and no one cares. The other thing too is there was 80s was a holdout from the star system, which had collapsed, but they were still doing things the star system way, and that someone was branded. It's like we grew up with career action stars that, and that concept is gone now, except for like a handful of people. But you know, like Schwarzenegger was the action guy, you know, and Demi Moore was the provocative thriller woman. And you know, and so on and so forth. So when you said this one time, J-Man's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see, you know, a Bogart."
Right.
Well, that meant something. It's not just the star. The star means something you're expecting, right?
Who's the only name? Who's the only name now where you say you're going to see the actor?
Tom Cruise.
Like who's the horror person? And it's like we grew up on Vincent Price being the iconic. He's the gateway guy.
Yeah.
He was in cartoon stuff. He was in horror stuff. And but always horror, you know, and now I thought Robert Englund would grow up to be that guy, and he didn't, right? It's like we don't really have that, the action kind of the action person, but action isn't really action anymore.
Right.
You know, it's like what Ethan Hawke is, that phone guy, the grabber or whatever, but Ethan Hawke is an actor. He's not a career horror guy.
Yeah, like we had the low budget guys, Bruce Campbell. It was Brian James, Bruce Campbell, Wei Yun, Jeffrey Combs, right? You're like, Jeffrey Combs was the Full Moon guy. Oh, he's gonna be in all the Full Moon movies.
And we also had our Scream Queens too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like Jamie Lee, and then like this name, Dee Wallace Stone.
Dee Wallace. I met Dee Wallace. Yeah, we met Dee Wallace. And what about Linnea Quigley? She's always going to be in the schlock vert. So if you see Linnea Quigley, like, oh, this is going to be a schlock one, and she's going to be naked in it, right? And it's like I've seen her nude more times than like any other person that's ever lived. It's like so, but that's, you knew what it's like. Oh, Linnea Quigley, that top's coming off, right? So yeah, we don't have, there's nobody set anymore. And so when people aren't, you're like, well, now they're being more diverse. I know, but now nobody has any meaning to anything, because it's like, you're just like, I don't care about this. Like you're judging it by the movie. That's fine. But the thing is that the movies don't have a guarantee anymore. Like when you saw Schwarzenegger's name, you were going to give it a chance no matter what. Cause like, oh, well, Schwarzenegger, I got to see the Schwarzenegger movie. Right.
You know who still has that? Statham.
Yeah,
I blank on his name. He's he's a career action guy, but kind of the only one. Like I know the John Wick movies are big, but like I wouldn't say Keanu Reeves is an action star. I mean, maybe to a generation he is because of The Matrix and John Wick, but he's always been just an actor doing fun projects.
Right, Adrian Barbeau, Barbara Crampton, the guy they're making.
And she started in soaps. She was on Y&R. Right, and
she still looks pretty good. Adrian Barbeau.
Adrian Barbeau it was one of those Norman Lear-esque type comedy shows, half-hour sitcoms that she started in the 70s. I don't know if it was Maude or something. She might have been Maude's kid. And then she went into Swamp Thing and right.
Yeah. So you had these set people. And you're like, well, now the actors are more diverse and all that. It's like, I don't think so. I don't think they're just more bland, it seems. And it's like,
bland. You know, a good example of that. The guy from I can't remember his name, but the guy who played Orm in Aquaman.
Patrick Wilson.
Yeah, Patrick Wilson is in 2 big horror franchises. He's not even known for horror. He just turns up on set and people are like, okay.
Yeah, he's Conjuring, Aquaman. He was Night Owl. That's to me, he's just Night Owl. And it's like,
and he was in another movie with Kate Winslet, and the guy who played Rorschach is in that movie as well too. So like he's one of those guys that shows up in films, and you're like, oh, I know him. He kind of, for me, because of my age, he's like, because you always see it if you like pay attention, you're like, oh, they're trying to redo another past actor. With this actor with this look, and he reminds me of Paul Newman a little bit.
Right.
And it was like, because wasn't he also in I might have the actor wrong, but wasn't he also in the Hulk?
Patrick Wilson. No, I know who you're talking about. Like, not with what's the guy?
Audience out there, help me out because I don't want to go look
it up. That guy. I know it looks like
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so
was
Adrian
Christian
Barbeau was in Mod. So
Mod, yeah.
my brain's not fully gone.
No, but the guy you're thinking about, I forgot the actor's name. He's like the guy who likes Betty or whatever, right? I can't remember
Yeah.
the character's name.
Yeah, he's Glenn Talbot.
No, Glenn Talbot. Yeah, Glenn Talbot. Yeah, so it's not him. That's not Patrick
yeah.
Wilson. But Patrick Wilson. But that's the other thing. It's like they all blend into like even Johnny Depp had a thing. Like Johnny Depp was always going to be a weird character. He'll be a weird, funny, quirky character.
He'll be the weird character. Yeah.
He'll be the weird guy in the movie,
and he
right?
did that to get out of the heartthrob. Like he did that to make his Robert Pattinson left turn, where he was stuck going to be Jimmy Dean or whatever that the James Dean,
right, James Dean,
right?
Yeah.
So
he did a good job because now I know him as he'll be a weird character because he'll be the chameleon guy or whatever.
Yeah, he'll be Sweeney Todd or like Edward Scissorhands or like whatever.
All those guys. Josh Lucas, yeah, that's
Josh
Talbot.
Lucas. That's it. That's the guy that reminds me of not Patrick Wilson, but that's the guy that reminds me of Paul Newman, where it's like that yes, obviously he has talent, but it's like his look is like, oh yeah, I could see you in these kind of roles because you look this kind of
right.
Right.
And Patrick Wilson's good. Like I like him.
Yeah.
But like nobody thinks about him really. It's like
he doesn't stand out. There's something wrong. Yeah.
There's something off, right? All these Helena Bonham Carter was good because she was the weird girl. Like, see, she's like, oh, there's gonna be a weird female character. That'll be Helena Bonham Carter. There's gonna be a weird.
She was paired up with Tim Burton, though.
That's perfect. That's great for her because now I know her.
It seems though like the actors that do pair up with a director all the time, like the whole Ryan Coogler thing. It's like an actor that pairs up with a director all the time gets
Scorsese. Scorsese has done that for years, right?
Yeah.
With De Niro and Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, Harvey Keitel, man. Yeah, see,
Tarantino has his guys.
Yeah,
Tarantino would also reach back and get like the obscure person who might have been a massive star in B films,
right?
Like Robert Forster. He even had like Lee Horsley in The Hateful Eight, and you never see his face. And I was kind of pissed because I liked Matt Houston back in the day.
Yeah,
but who remembers those characters, those character actors, other than certain directors? Like, well, I'm gonna keep going back to you, right?
Yeah,
right. Yeah, Tarantino's a film nerd, guy, so he'll get those guys back. Like, I mean, getting Pam Grier and Jackie Brown and like seeing the entire Coffee's entire soundtracks in that movie too, which is like and 110th Street opens it up. That's from them. So you're sitting there watching like, oh my god, I've already seen all these movies, but he still made it new because it was a different kind of a thing. But I'm like, I've seen all this. But yeah, like he's the only one who gets these guys. But the other thing too is like he'll get them and then nobody knows who they are because. It would have been great to have Jeffrey Combs in there at some point to be like, oh, it's Jeffrey Combs, it's like, but Bruce Campbell, I remember that was such a thing. It's like, oh, a new Bruce Campbell movie. This will be really fun. And, when he was in Xena, we're like, wow. But again, he was awesome. But if you don't know
the Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Bristol County's awesome.
He's niche though, but the thing is that like even They Call Me Bruce and all that, like he leaned into their persona, right? Like a jerk and all that. Yeah, no, they don't do. There's no branding anymore. It's even with movies. It's like, is Weapons a horror movie or is it stupid or is it a comedy? What the hell is it? Like, I feel like I'm the only guy asking that question about that movie. It's like, I don't know. But even with that, like, there's a lot of ambiguity in the appeal of movies and in Hollywood at least. I mean, everyone else seems to know how to make an action picture. In India, in China, etc. But here, everything's gone sort of pear-shaped.
Like what no, Weapons is a great example. Same with Barbarian, that guy, and those are very popular movies. What is it? What the f is Weapons?
But that's the appeal, don't you know?
No, it's make it a kick. Like okay, I'm going to bring up VHS Halloween because Sean really loved it too. VHS Halloween.
That's awesome.
That's not a mistake. That's a horror movie. Nobody you saw that movie like. Oh, hell yeah. That was a horror movie and it was pretty messed up. Some of those stories were messed up. There wasn't, well, you see, there are some, in some part, the ambiguity of it really adds to the tone. Stop pretending you're a critic and just use normal words. You saw VHS Halloween, you're like, God damn, that was fucking awesome. I got to order that. It's like, remember when this shit happened? Remember when that happened? That part was awesome. That's how people talk. Not this. especially for
horror and
horror.
action movies. It's, do you remember this part? Did you see this set
See,
piece?
Yeah,
Right?
that's how people talk. So I'm sick of the fake. Sean and I took film courses. So did Sean, so did Steven. So we took them and we wrote essays on film and we watched we watched films and then they talked about it, had a lecture on, and we fucking wrote our stupid notes and all this. And I can sit there and write this out for you, but I don't want to talk like that. We're having fun on YouTube. I want to talk about, tell me why you liked it. Even if it's a crap movie that I don't like, if you tell me it, I want to see it that you liked it. I want to see the passion. You're like, no, I liked it. This was awesome. I thought this character was wicked. This shit was wicked. This was awesome. Remember that? And now I could be like, no, that was stupid. Even BVS or Superman of Steel, I thought it was fucking awesome when he smashes on. It's like, yeah, that was badass. At least if I can see that someone cares and likes it, then it's hard to argue, right? Because they're like, okay, you clearly were pumped up for it. You know.
So it's interesting you mentioned that because to prepare for tonight,
Yes.
I decided to dive back into Street Fighter 94.
Game over.
Oh,
Right.
the movie, yeah.
The Jean-Claude Van Damme masterpiece, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it's kind of like, and before I go deep into that, but I'm gonna point to something else. I was out of town, but I caught the latest Knives Out, and I think the reason why they are popular is because you're going to go in for an Agatha Christie or Hercule Poirot kind of experience. So it's like the who done it, who did it. It's why like Jane Austen's and all Bridget Jones, you know what you're going to get when you go in there. It's not like, wait, where's the mystery? Or wait, no one died? Or you know what I mean? And you're trying to, can you outsmart the screenwriter and the director and the actors by figuring out not only ahead of time who's the murderer, but what the red herring or the second red herring is going to be. Right. So you go in there for that experience. It's kind of like people that watch Clue or Rocky Horror Picture Show. There's a certain experience that you want to get out of it, and now bringing it back to Street Fighter, I am changing my mind on this trailer.
From positive to negative, or I mean, like,
because I was like, WTF, right?
Yeah,
when I first
like,
saw it, and we were talking about it a little bit earlier, maybe in the green room, where it's like, is this an AI generated fan film that I'm watching, right? But after watching the Van Damme 94 flick, and then for me, which is my favorite, is the Street Fighter 2 anime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
I have that on 4K, I think.
I have it on VHS. So
me too.
Right,
I got the VHS one.
It shows you that movie. Like the reason why I enjoy the anime way more than I enjoy the Van Damme flick, is because you're watching that Street Fighter film and you're like, this could be like a generic G.I. Joe-esque type movie. Like the powers aren't there. Yeah, okay, Ken and Ryu are wearing red and white at some point, but like Guile, where's the hair? Like all the stuff that you want, you're missing. And I forgot how long I've been in love with Ming-Na Wen as an actress.
She's awesome.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
But Kylie Minogue, I'm like, what? But
then, that was great.
But then when you're like Kylie Minogue is Cammy, and you're like going, oh, okay. Now, if you take the genesis of that film, I get the casting for the updated, I guess, 2026 version of it.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it in the theater. I had the soundtrack on cassette tape. I mean, I liked it because it's Van Damme, had the poster up. Every new Van Damme movie, I put the poster up. But I played Street Fighter 1 in the arcade, Street Fighter 1 arcade. Went Street Fighter 2, I could beat it. I could beat it with every character on 1/4. I could beat the game with Dhalsim. Like I could beat people. They'd use Ken and I would use, or Ryu, and I would use Dhalsim and I would win. I could beat guys with one hand. I could beat guys with just one hand with Dhalsim and not even have to move. They can't come close to me. They like. Right. Then when Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition came out, hey Brennan, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition came out. Call my buddy Jay, same name as me. I was like, Champion Edition is out right now. He's like, I'm coming down. Came down. I used to stand out my balcony because I would see him walking down. He's walking down. I'm like, all right, cam down, rent that, roll of quarters each all day.
Mhm.
That's it. I'm like the street fight. I don't know if I except for my friend Jay, I don't remember ever losing a match to anyone other than him. Like it was really disturbing because we would monopolize that thing, right? And I could pick any character. Like I mean, Jay, people would be like, he'd pick Bison. They'd be like, "Oh, you're just using Bison for that torch." And Jay's like, "Okay, not only will I not do the torch, I'll use one hand." He'd put the joystick here, and then press the buttons, and he'd win. It was like we were really like stupid. Like we'd do tournaments, and the tournament was really who would win out of me and him.
Mhm.
That's it. Like I get second place or whatever, right? So it's like, anyways. So we're Street Fighter guys. So we saw that movie, and we're like, God, as Sean says, it's G.I. Joe. It's a G.I. Joe movie, but like we're like, oh, I love Van Damme, but like, what the heck? I mean, Honda's like Hawaiian instead of Japanese. I was like, okay, that's odd. I like that actor.
I love Raul Julia, but I was like,
he's awesome.
I know he was ill during filming.
Yeah,
Shortly afterwards,
Yeah.
but I was like, okay, I didn't see that. Because he's coming off a Kiss of the Spider Woman, and he was like one of the top dramatic actors of that era, like late 80s. And you're like, wow. And man, did he chew scenery in that film?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, he was. I mean, I love that movie because it's just fun and kooky. But the Mortal Kombat movie was so way better. Like,
oh, do this with everything. Like it felt like, well, it's accurate. It wasn't super accurate, but it just felt like it was the spirit of the game. You know, tournament. You know, all the characters are there. They look cool. You know.
Yeah. I mean, the Van Damme one, the characters were kind of there, sort of. And like, you know, Zangief was kind of an idiot, but he was like a big, you know, like, I don't know.
Who was the guy? D'Souza, right? He directed Street Fighter.
I don't remember.
He was this big like action. He did a whole bunch of action movies. But I remember reading an interview with him in Cinescape before this movie came out, and he's like, "We're not going to do a movie where." You know, Guile jumps out of the arcade and says, "Hey kids, you know, come with me to Street Fighter." And it's like, well, I would kind of like that. It's like just have the game. There's a tournament. There were tournament movies before this.
Oh, definitely.
And and like from like late 80s into the 90s, there was like all sorts of these tournament things like Bloodsport and all that.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, make that with Street Fighter, and then they all tap into. You know, a power we all have, but they master with their missile attacks and everything.
Yeah, they're key.
Yeah, they're key. Yeah, so it would be neat, but that didn't happen. That's why when I heard about this movie, I'm like, finally, what? You know, I'm almost 50. They're gonna make a Street Fighter movie. It's like, you know, but I don't know. When I saw the trailer, it looked cheap, but when I saw it again today without sound because I was at work. And it looked awesome. And I feel like the sound kills it somehow. Like, it looks cheap as shit with the sound.
It's only 45 seconds, right? Let me watch it again.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it. I'm just going to, like, scrub through it.
Yeah.
Because, man.
I'm gonna play it with sound on my end, and I won't just to see it again. It's 40. We should why don't we all let's take a 1 minute silence, and let's all just watch it like on our own screens together, without just so we can. And then Steve, if you want to do it, we can go through it.
Oh, we'll do the scrub.
Yeah, like let me see it once again right now.
I'll because I saw it before.
Okay, you just saw it. Okay. I want to just give me 46 seconds. Let me see it again proper.
Yeah.
I mean, the music's weird.
Yes, it is.
Just make a Bad Dudes movie. I would watch that. Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja.
Oh, Bad Dudes would be awesome.
Let us
and
know.
They beat up the card too. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Serious fan service.
I mean, everyone looks pretty cool. So like,
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. It won't be the big barn burner everyone thinks it'll be, but yeah.
Oh wait, this not getting any bigger. I'll make that smaller then. So
if you make that full screen from there, will that
I'm not quite sure how's that working there. Ah, there. That's much
that
better.
looks okay.
All right, that's much better.
Turn the sound off.
I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to scrub through.
So who's that, Ken? That's
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li looks pretty good.
Yep.
There's Zangief pulling
with Lee press on chest hair.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be all like scars and stuff too, right? So
he's doing the Ben Grimm.
Yeah. He doesn't have all the scars, but
this one had me in stitches, man.
The
Curtis Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Balrog, who is actually Mike Bison in the Japanese one. Do you know all the wrong names, Steve, or no?
No, I don't know all the wrong names.
Oh, okay. So all the names got messed up. So the person that you know is Bison. So if you go outside of North America and compete in Street Fighter competitions, everything is the names are so messed up that they call the character by the description. So, for example, you say who you're going to use. So he's called Boxer, Claw, and Dictator.
Got it.
Because Vega, the person you think is Bison with the red cape and all that, that's Vega.
Really?
Yeah. And Mike Bison, it's supposed to be Mike Tyson. So they called him Mike Bison. So M. Bison was Mike Bison, right? Instead of right. So that was right. So that and Balrog was the guy with the claw. So when it came here, they changed it to Major Bison or whatever it was, saying, "Oh, it's M. Bison, like it's Major Bison or whatever."
Yeah.
And so it's all messed up. So, anyways, you got to know both names. But see, a Honda doesn't have the makeup, this Honda looks like a real sumo wrestler. Real sumo wrestlers do not have makeup or any markings on them.
Right.
But I mean, give him the markings like that. But anyways, he looks, other than that, he's got the top knot. That's Julie. She's one of Bison's like cronies or whatever. I don't really use this character much. That, of course, is Guile. That's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yes, Cody Rhodes is good.
That looks awesome. That looks like the opening of Super Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
David Desmalchin as
Yep, absolutely.
Bison. That's cool.
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz, the podcaster.
Yeah, so is that supposed to be Dan Hibiki? No, who is he playing?
We'll find out because I'm going to go through the character.
Okay, yeah, because I like Dan, and that's no, what was the? Oh no, that other girl was Cammy. I'm sorry, that was Cammy. This is Julie.
That was
Cammy
lying down.
Yeah, that was Cammy. This is Julie.
She's got the camo leotards or whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, I was, but I don't. They gave her the blue costume. That's player 2.
Yeah.
The green is player 1. So I don't know why they want player 2 costume. See, that's player. Well, I'm assuming that's green. Even in the movie with Van Damme, they gave Van Damme the player 2 Guile costume. Why would they give him blue when he's green? That was weird.
It was weird.
Yeah, Chun-Li looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this supposed to be?
Not sure, but it's Vega. There's the Julie that you were talking about.
Yeah, that actress Julie is that Taekwondo. She's got like 5-degree black belt or something. She was in Cobra Kai. Did you watch Cobra Kai?
No, I did not.
Okay, yeah, she was in Cobra Kai, and she's firstly, she's super awesome. Like her kicks and everything, she is very cool. She should have been like the star of her own set of movies. That's Akuma.
Yeah,
oh, Akuma.
Roman Reigns.
This is actually a really good scene in the trailer.
Yeah, so Chun-Li putting up Julia, I guess.
Yeah, and actually drags her up the wall in this scene.
I don't know who this actress Chun-Li is, but she's a fantastic, at least on Instagram in terms of fighting. Her moves or stuff are awesome. She was awesome in Cobra Kai. I don't know this character. I don't know after Super Street Fighter, after Super Turbo, I lose who these guys are. Like, I didn't play Alpha that much because it changed the configuration of the game. I came back on Ultra Street Fighter 4. This guy's a character from the thing. Yeah. No DJ. There's no Fei Long. There's no DJ. There's no.
Huh. Yeah.
At least I didn't see them. There's Ken.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Alpha Ken. He's got longer hair.
Yeah.
Because in Street Fighter Alpha, he uses a red ribbon to tie his ponytail, and that's the red ribbon that Ryu wears.
Yeah.
He takes it off and like he gets injured and he gives him the red, and then that's why Ryu has that. Ryu looks perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the trailer they show all fighting, which is cool. And they show tournament style fighting, like this is a ring and this is a venue or whatever. So just that, it's what you want out of a Street Fighter movie.
And there's the car.
Yeah. And there's no story. There's
no dialogue, Sean. There's no dialogue.
There's no dialogue.
No one says anything.
Is Chung Li like a cop who's trying to get M. Bison? Like, we don't know if any of that stuff is going to be in there, right?
Yeah, in the cartoon, she's like Interpol agent or something, right? If I remember.
Yes. Yeah.
But in the game, is she not like undercover or something?
We didn't really pay too much. I could beat anybody with anybody, but I never really read any of that. We didn't really care. We're like more the mechanics of the game.
The best ending was Ryu, like everyone's celebrating, he just walks off into the distance because he's like, it's not for him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now Ken gets married. Zangief dances with Gorbachev or whatever.
Yeah, Zangief, they do that thing where they're like
dance or whatever.
Yeah. Nobody could do that in real life. It's fake.
So this is Momoa.
Yeah, as Blanca.
Did they show him in the trailer? Or?
No.
Yes, I got his
arm.
That
was Blanca. Okay, that was him.
I got his arm, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Momoa is Blanca. Like, is he going to have electric powers?
Probably. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zangief looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Vega looked a bit chubby.
A little bit.
I like them hiring fighters, though.
Yeah,
that's cool. A good idea too, except for him. But
yeah, he's not a fighter. Yeah, this guy looks. Ken's my favorite character to use in the games. Yeah, this chick, Reina, whatever. Look her up. She is friggin' awesome.
I don't know.
Joe never played as him.
I don't know this character at all.
Yeah, I don't know this character. Guile.
Isn't Joe related to Guile?
That was there's Honda.
I knew a guy. There was a guy in one of my classes in university. This was about 92, who had that haircut. He was an absolute legend. There's
Honda, yeah.
Eric Andre, right? So I think he's a comedian as well too, and he's done some stuff on MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dalsim. Yeah, that's Dan. I like Dan. So Dan is the weak. If you don't know who Dan is just the weak version of Ryu. So the Dragon Punch is smaller, the Fireball is weaker. I don't know who that is. 50 Cent, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks good.
Yep. And it's funny, I can't remember the name of the actor that played Balrog in the original, but he was also in like Die Hard, James Bond movies.
Oh, yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
He looks good.
Yeah. The hairline was severe in the 94 film though.
That's like
and then they've got some of the screens. Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's Dan, yeah.
Yeah.
Chun-Li. What was the Chun-Li's name? I gotta look her up. Kalina something.
Kalina Liang.
Liang. Oh, Canadian. Yes.
There we go.
Well, she's gonna be the best, obviously.
Just by country affiliation for
Yeah,
sure.
that's it.
You got to support.
Oh, she was born January 1st, 2000.
Okay.
So that's a pretty cool.
Yeah.
Noah
shoot.
Centennial, he was going to be He-Man in the previous He-Man project. The guy who plays Ken, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool, yeah.
That is cool.
That's
Select your character.
pretty
So I'm looking forward to it. Like it's bonkers enough that if they lean into it, right? If they
Yeah.
lean
Right.
into the fun of what this could be, don't try to make it some A24 version or
Right.
some highbrow version, right? Just go with it, and I
Yeah.
think it's going to be just fine.
I like their decisions.
Mhm.
Like I like the spirit of their decisions. Like hiring fighters for a lot of the characters, and going with some of those looks. I mean, we finally have a Guile. It's a crazy looking one, but so yeah, no, and I like that. So what you were just showing, that was from the studio, like that's part of their PR.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like they're leaning into it. So I like all the decisions and attitude on this. Even though
I mean, I'm buying it on 4K in 3 seconds. I don't care. Like it's Street Fighter. I even have the Chun-Li movie. I have Assassin's Fist, which is the TV show where Ken and Ryu are training, and the guys who made that actually commented on my review of it, which has now been taken down because it had music in it. But I had like, I don't know, 10,000 views on my review and I actually got the guys to they shared, like when that Assassin's Fist came on, they put my video review on the website. So that was pretty cool. I liked it. And I own that on Blu-ray. Character.
Yeah. So the actor that I was talking about was Grant L. Bush.
Oh,
yeah. And I think he's still with us. I think he's in his 80s. Yeah. Streets of Fire, This Right Colors.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was in Lethal Weapon twice as two different detectives. So
what is this, A-Team?
Hey, over 22 weeks, you're probably not gonna, as long as you're not back to back, you're probably okay.
Ali Young was a henchman in like 5 different episodes of A-Team.
Right?
He's the henchman.
Distinctive. You know who he is. Yeah.
You look exactly like that other henchman. It's like,
Yeah. But you get hyped whenever you see him, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's kind of cool, and I think just judging by the trailer, like they're leaning into what makes Street Fighter what it is, which is fighting,
Yeah.
action, the tournament play, as you were saying. And like one of the reasons why I liked the Street Fighter 2 anime is because that fight between Chun-Li and Vega still holds up. The animation in it's amazing. The brutality in it is amazing, and without diluting either character or Mary suing anybody, everyone kind of looks great in that fight.
Yeah, she cuts his face and he gets like loses his mind or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
I got that on 4K. It's really cool.
Oh, I'd love to see it with like an up-resed.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I had on VHS. I had Fatal Fury. There's 3 Fatal Fury movies. I had those on VHS.
Mm-hmm.
I had a pretty damn good. I still have them because I didn't upgrade them. So if I didn't upgrade it, I kept the VHS tape. But will it top Street Fighter 94? Never. Nothing beats that movie because that's got Van Damme and the ultimate speech. Remember how they didn't show? Were you there? No, Steve, you weren't on that stream when they didn't. And he goes, I don't know. It's like, we can go home, but in the meantime, guys like Bison can go around doing stuff bad and hurting people and killing, but we can go home. It's like, well, I'm not going home. I'm gonna go and kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard the next Bison wannabe is gonna feel it. So who wants to go home? And who wants to go with me? And then it's like, yeah. And I was like, how come they didn't show anybody? He was like, I think I'm just gonna go home. Honestly, I like. I'm out. Like,
I remember the TV spot for that. It's like, who wants to go home? Who wants to go with me? And they do the fake thing where they cut to different guys going, yeah.
Like they're all going with them. Like, yeah, we're all gonna go together. It's like
they needed those two guys from Swingers go. This place is dead. We're out of here.
you know what was great in that Street Fighter Van Damme movie? You just watched it, Steve, so you'll remember this, where Chun-Li breaks in to check on Guile, and then he gets up and he's not dead. Was he laying there that entire time waiting for her to break in? I'm like, shouldn't she go to what would normally happen in a normal movie is she would go to, like, you know, where they've got the bodies and they open up, she opens up the door, the fridge door or whatever, and it's like, there's no one there. It's like, wait a minute, it says Guile's body's in cabinet 5, and it's like, it's not there. Where is he? And then he comes up, what are you doing here? He's still alive. No, he's laying down pretending to be dead, and then he gets up and it's like, was he laying there? Like, she breaks in at night, so he gets shot, and then that night she breaks in and he's laying there. It's like, what
He's
did
been
you do?
laying
Like,
there for hours.
yeah, like
Hours.
I love again, they're only thinking of the scene they're in, not like, does this scene connect to the other scene? And Wes Studi as Sagat, and we haven't seen who Sagat is in this one, which is odd.
Yeah, good call.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the bosses except for him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not there. And I guess they're not going to have Seth and all those weird ass, or did they have Seth? No, he wasn't one of the guys.
No.
They won't have all those weird guys, but they're missing Birdie. They grabbed guys from Alpha as well. So, but like Birdie's not there. That's Guile's friend.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, not Birdie. No, what was it? Charlie. Charlie is Guile's friend. Birdie is the bad guy. Oh, but some of those guys are from Final Fight, so they're not going to use them.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like Cody and all those guys. A lot of them. Cody could have played Cody.
Yes.
That would have been. Actually, he would have been good for Cody, because I love Cody in Street Fighter and Ultra Street Fighter 4. He's a very easy character to learn.
Yeah.
I
was a complete button masher playing Street Fighter.
Yeah, so you got.
I got it.
We got it.
Yeah.
Could not be reached. I'm so way ahead of that that was my Christmas present. It's already been opened. I already went through everything, and it's like, and then I put it back under the. We don't have a tree. We have a Santa. We put it next to the Santa.
Right.
So it's we already did that. Yeah. Yeah. Blanca is Jason Momoa, which is like, how did that come out of nowhere?
So
isn't he like a big star? Like, what happened here? Yeah.
He's done some stuff though, where it's kind of like, I'm not doing anything for a couple of weeks. I'll just
do it, right? I'll just be in this movie.
What he's like, obviously for that he's going to be in makeup, a lot of makeup.
Yeah,
right. But he's done stuff where he's like, okay, I got like 12 shooting days. Go have some fun. Yeah,
he's playing Blanca. He probably played the game like 30 years ago. So
sure.
Yeah.
They should have that Reina girl.
He's Blanca and Lobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be the only draw for Supergirl is Lobo, because people are going to be excited, but he's just going to be an idiot and get beat up.
Well, yeah. Well, he was playing Lobo anyways in Aquaman. So,
Aqua Lobo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, Jury is one of my favorites, and she does Taekwondo, and that girl would have been great as Jury because she does Taekwondo and it's a lot of kicks. And Jury, I don't even think Jury punches in Street Fighter. I don't think she had, like, Balrog has no kicks. Like, whatever, if you press like low kick, it's just a low punch. Like he doesn't throw any kicks because he's a boxer. Jury doesn't throw any punches. I think it's all kicks, if I remember correctly, but I haven't played it. I haven't played in a bit. I should play again, see if. But I had a dream, because we were talking about Street Fighter, and I had a dream of Street Fighter. I actually had a dream that we were in the arcade and we were like kicking the shit out of everybody. That was like the glory days. You know how there's like those guys who are like in like Al Bundy high school football's four touchdowns in a single game. Mm-hmm. That's me, the glory days of Street Fighter. It's like, yeah, no one could beat me and all that. And like Mortal Kombat, I was pretty goddamn good at Mortal Kombat also, especially the first two.
How'd you feel about the like Rainbow Edition and all that stuff? Like the
Oh, I played the crap out of it. I'd make the entire screen sonic booms.
Yeah, whenever you do a move, like you go up the screen and you can go up and up and up and up.
Yeah, we played like crazy.
Yeah.
But we knew how to freeze. There's a lot of glitches in that game. Like if you do like a moon kick but interrupt it with pressing 2 buttons and do like a flash you do the moon kick but then you cut it off and try to do a sonic boom and hit 2 buttons, you'd freeze Guile and that would shut the game down. So like we would literally, like my buddy Jay would go on the news groups, which is the first internet, and he'd get the list. He'd be like, "Oh, you could freeze the game. Let's try it." So we go to the theater, we go to the arcade, and we froze the machine. He's like, "Froze the machine." I was like, "Nice." And then the guy would have to come and reset it. So he lost money. We lost money just to see if we could. We're like, "Yeah, we froze the machine." We're like, "Yeah,
the
you're
game
crazy."
Yeah.
Love it. So, yeah.
So got a question here from the Angry Gamer. Whether it was Street Fighter, Tekken, I always that the female. He always found that the female characters were the hardest to beat. Did you find that as well too?
So what we
use them because they were quicker and stuff. So yeah.
We did. So my buddy and I would do Chun-Li versus Chun-Li. So we both picked Chun-Li. That was the beauty part about the Champion Edition because you couldn't mirror match in Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
So there's a pink version of Chun-Li. So we would just do Chun-Li versus Chun-Li, and I think our record, we did Chun-Li versus Chun-Li for about 4 hours straight to get all the I know we're all joking, but like we're crazy. Like it was like really like how do you get good? You spend 4 hours fighting the 2 best players, me and my buddy, fighting each other for 4 hours with Chun-Li versus Chun-Li, so we can learn all of the nuances. Like, oh, this kick's a little bit better than this kick. So it's like if you're Blanca, you jump, you do forward. It's better than roundhouse. Roundhouse is like a drop kick, but it's easier to counter. So you do forward, duck, roundhouse. While you're ducking, you charge back, forward with the strong and hit the guy. So it's like you kick him and then do it. And if you're ducking and a guy jumps, you press roundhouse, and that does like a spin, and that almost takes out anybody. Like, we know dude, I knew what every button did if it in whatever position you were in to counter whatever position the other guy was.
Yeah.
Like, it was really, it's obsessive. Like, we would spend all day. Like, we would do $10, like a roll. We don't get quarters. We get a roll. Like, give me a roll. We'd crack the roll open and play with that.
Yeah, Jason had a friend who had it down to the frames of animation.
Yep.
And knew which one was quicker.
Yep.
By that measurement.
Yeah, we knew by the pixels and stuff, by the frames, because like there's certain, they fixed all of it. By the time it got to Ultra Street Fighter 4, all of that stuff had been worked out. Like there's certain things like Zangief cannot win against Ken or Ryu if you do a certain thing, which I'm not going to tell you. But I know it doesn't matter, but I'm still not going to tell you. Zangief cannot win. In Street Fighter 2, it is physically impossible. He cannot win. Because there's a glitch with it. He can't overcome a certain thing, and it's not fireball. It's a very simple maneuver that anyone can do. But you could also do cheap shots, which is you jump, kick, even when he blocks it, you throw. But then they added that if you throw, you can I think it's like back forward in the 2 buttons, and you can get out of the throw.
Got it.
Right. So as these things got so really Super Street Fighter Turbo is the last best of those vintage. Like, you can just skip all of them and just play Super Turbo. We call it Super Turbo.
Yeah.
Super Turbo is still played professionally now. You should go and later tonight, if you're bored, go watch some of the tournaments. Do Super Turbo tournaments. These guys,
they're epic.
They're crazy. Like, I'm thinking they're gonna destroy me. Like, I'm like, I'd love to get in there, and because it's all these new kids now that come in. And they have not, like, I had to say, we go to school and then you come home, you had homework to do, and your mom wouldn't just like it. So Saturday was like, okay, I'm free. My mom's like, you do whatever you want. Here's your allowance money. Dump the whole thing in quarters. But now kids are at home with emulators.
Yeah.
So I was the best because I was on a level playing field. Every kid, even adults, because we'd face adults, they were under the same time constraints we were. They were either at their day job or we were at school. We would come home tired, watch our cartoons, whatever. And then the weekend we'd practice Street Fighter. But these kids now, they can practice it all day. Like they'll be up till 2 a.m. playing emulators. So these kids would probably destroy me, right? Although I did, when I think some other version came out, we went to the arcade and there's like these young kids and I was there with Mark and I was like, what do you think, Mark? I haven't played. He's like, when's the last time you played fucking professional against people? I was like, probably like, 5 to 7 years. I was like, let me throw a quarter. Let me see what I could do with this guy. And there's like, I was like, I just want Ken. And there was 3 of every character. Like, I was like, what's the one that's just normal Ken? And he's like, well, if you pick this one, this is the Street Fighter 2 Ken with all just his normal special moves, no super moves or ultra combos. I was like, just give me that one. And I beat the kid, and this kid was smoking everybody, and I beat him with what we had internal terms. We called it family master patterns. I'm not going to say why because it's pretty offensive, but we called it the family master pattern. And Mark's like, you use family master pattern and beat this kid. I was like, 1983. It's like, I don't care. It's like, it's still good. It was good back then. Friggin' good now. That kid didn't know shit. He thought, we're going to use all these big combos. It doesn't matter. The patterns still work. I was very happy. Then that kid logged back in or whatever, put his court, and then he obliterated the crap out of me because he's like, okay, I see this pattern. And then he obliterated me. I was like, okay, I'm done. I got my one in. I took him down a notch. Then he destroyed me. Yeah, that's fine.
So, Sean, you know what the irony of this is? Is that J-Man is the Nicholas Holt of Street Fighter. You're calling out all the moves as you're fighting. It's so amazing.
No, there's some anime called Gamer Girl or something like that, and she was playing Street Fighter 2. I watched some of this anime on Netflix. I came across it, and I think it's called Gamer Girl, I think. And she's playing Street Fighter 2. And I thought, oh, this is cool. They're showing Street Fighter 2 in an anime, like a girl's playing it. And then the boy's like, oh, you like Street Fighter? And she starts saying, oh, this and that. And she's like, well, let's have a match. And she's like, oh, you're not allowed to turtle. And you're not allowed. And I was like, and she's like, oh, you can't do cheap patterns. I was like, wait, what's going on here? I'm like, they're using the actual terms.
The old terms, yeah.
The old terms. I was so impressed with that cartoon. I thought, wow. I was like, this is not going to last. You got to be... Because someone my age wouldn't watch this cartoon. It looks like it's something not for me. I just saw, on Netflix, if you leave it on a thing, it starts to play some of it, right? So it started to play some. I was like, oh, this looks like Street Fighter 2. What is this? So I watched. I was like, wow, I don't know. The Wizard. I was the Wizard. You know what? The Wizard. I love that movie. Love it. Let's do a stream on the Wizard. We can whenever you want.
Yeah.
We could do it right now. I love that movie. I love it. But there are so many inaccuracies in that movie. I could not stand it. I'm like,
the Hollywood screenwriter just like, I don't know.
Right. Like they're playing Ninja Turtles and he's on he's using Michelangelo to deactivate the bombs. He's got half a tick of square left. I'm like, dude, I'm at full health when I get to, and that's like the second screen. I'm like, how are you so shit? And Double Dragon, I was like, I think I'm better at Double Dragon this kid. And they weren't playing the arcade versions; they were playing the NES versions of these versions. Right? Yeah. They were playing the arcade. So I'm watching this. I was like, that's not the arcade. I'm like, that's the NES port. I'm like, wait, how is the NES port on an arcade console?
Because Nintendo was co-funding. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? And then
the Wizard always felt to me like it was a spec script that was just a drama script, and then they shoved in Nintendo things into it. It's like the big finale tournament is like shoehorned in there.
Jimmy Woods.
Yeah, it's like California, like all that stuff. That's all the script, and then they're like just put in like Super Mario 3 and stuff.
Oh, I love when Bridges is playing Ninja Turtles and he's up all night, and Christian Slater gets him. He's like, what the hell's going on? I almost beat Mega Turtle. Oh. Yeah. He's all serious, and he's like, okay. So this is like, because like Christian Slater hooked up the machine to play, And then he's like, oh, this game's like for losers, or he says it doesn't take much intelligence. I'm pretending like I don't know the exact dialogue, so I don't come across as like a super nerd. But I remember all the dialogue. And he's like, oh,
I like that they showed that they brought the NES to these hotel rooms. And
yes.
I used to so many moons ago. I was a competition swimmer, and we'd go to like different like cities and stuff. And I'd bring my Super Nintendo, and and we'd play all these games stuff like Mario, Street Fighter, and all that stuff in the hotel room. But sometimes they had a ring around the coaxials, and you couldn't to dissuade you from unhooking. Like, oh my god! Like that happened a couple times, but most of the time I could hook it up to a hotel thing, and I don't know. It was awesome, man.
You glossed over this, but Steve was like, so. The first part of that story was when Sean was doing competition swimming. Now, if I was to give a list of sports, and then I said one of these
was going to be
Sean's. Like, would you have gotten if I would have said, I'm going to give you 10 guesses to guess the sport that Sean did? Like, I don't think you would have, because like when I was doing competition swimming, I used what? Competition swimming.
Just throwing it out there. Just like,
provide context, Yeah.
I'm playing arcade game. I'm a professional arcade gamer. He's a professional swimmer. It's like, that's why I was fat. But I'll tell you, you know what goes a long way? Beef patties and pops. Those two will get you through. You need to get through an MK competition. Jay and I was like, I gotta get a patty. He's like, okay, let me take over. I gotta get a beef patty.
That was the fuel, eh?
That was the fuel.
Meanwhile, Sean's eating clean as hell.
Yeah. When I went to university, I fell right off the wagon. It was like
you got the freshman 40, eh?
Yeah, it was KFC, it was Wendy's, and all that. I was like, oh my god, because we're forbidden from eating any of that stuff.
Can't eat any of that crap.
Through most of my teens. So
yeah, when you're a competitive athlete, especially swimming, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's hard, man.
If you're a lineman and playing football, you can Toonie Tuesday's your friend, right?
Yeah.
I had pizza today in the elevator, and the guy came in. And he had KFC, like couple of huge buckets. I was like looking. I'm like, we're looking at each other.
Wait! A couple of buckets?
Buckets of chicken.
Wait, is the Super Bowl early? Like, what the hell? No, chicken on a Thursday.
No, this is a white guy too, so it wasn't like because usually the Indians got like big families. This is a white guy, so that was first of all that was shocking in general. But I'm like, there's more than one of us in this building. We came in, 2 big buckets of chicken. And I had pizzas like, buddy. I turned to him, I was like, we're set. I'm like, I said, where do you want to get off, on your floor or mine? He's like, I don't have beer. I said, I've got some. I was like, we're good to go. I was like, we got pizza and man, KFC it's too expensive, but I love KFC.
It's crazy how expensive it is, but you know what? And this isn't like any kind of endorsement. It smells ridiculously good.
I know. I can't.
Even though it's not the best tasting fried chicken, because there's lots of other places that make fried. When you smell KFC, I don't know if it's like something in the brain that kicks in from the first time you had it.
Yes, it does.
And you're just like, what the hell?
Yeah. I just had the festive sandwich 2 days ago, and it shouldn't work, but it's awesome. It's like it's.
Can you please explain what's in there?
It's the chicken, the stuffing, the cranberry, and some sort of like a mayonnaise sauce. Yeah.
Wait. This is KFC?
Yeah, KFC.
Stuffing and mayo with. You know what though? What am I talking about? Because I had the 2 chicken breasts that were just the sandwich. What the hell?
Oh yeah, the double down. Yeah.
The double something, and I'm like,
yeah.
How my arteries haven't like been clogged from my KFC?
Yeah, mine have been. So just because.
just
because I did get the all clear. I saw the cardiologist. Yeah.
Good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Well, I like original. Look, I like this. I like the generic ones.
Yeah.
I don't go for the big. I love Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I don't.
Is unheralded, man.
I like original or extra crispy is good too.
It depends on the piece, I find.
Yeah.
There's some pieces. I can't believe we're getting into the KFC ology here.
Sorry.
But no, because you're taking me back. I haven't had it in forever. But like, there's some pieces where you take off, like maybe is it the breast where you take off the skin,
Oh yeah.
you eat the meat first, and then you devour the skin later.
So I'll peel that skin off,
Mhm.
and I'll take a strip of the meat and I'll wrap it with the skin and save that
Oh,
to be
okay.
put that. Listen,
It's a science for you, bro.
not to brag. Listen, but I was listen, when you're over 300 pounds, you know all of the techniques. That's why whenever I watch these chef, no, I'm serious. When I watch these chef things, I mean, there's these skinny chefs. It's bullshit. You don't know you don't know anything
Because they're not eating anything.
because they're not
big.
eating anything. I know all the cheap versions, all the shortcuts. You go to Swiss Chalet, you get the fries, you dip them in Cajun sour cream. Try that.
There's such a thing.
Oh, there's Cajun sour cream at Swiss Chalet.
Okay.
And I dip my fries in that. The sauce, I drink the sauce, but
Well, yeah.
I take the meat, I take a little bit of skin, some of the meat, cut the bun. I usually get 3 or 4 extra rolls, and then I make sandwiches of all of them. And the rolls are such that they fit perfectly in the dipping cup, so you could dip the whole thing. And if you make it fat enough with just the right amount of meat and skin, you can fit it so it's perfectly cylindrical. You dip it, and then you bite like that. And you just go, and I get 4 of those, and I make mini sandwiches. And then the fries, you go into the Cajun stuff. I know. And when you watch me do it, you're like, I've been eating this the wrong way.
KFC sliders before sliders were a thing.
Yeah, this is Swiss Chalet. Yeah, Swiss Chalet sliders before they were sliders. Yeah.
It's interesting because like when I was a kid, I used to order, and even like into adulthood, I would order extra sauce on my filet o fish
Oh yeah.
to dip the fries in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like all those sauces. KFC has the coleslaw. Yeah. That coleslaw. So
that coleslaw, was that the radioactive one that was like almost like
It
the
used to
green of
be-
your chair?
It used to be
Hey man,
on green.
Mm,
It's not anymore.
yeah.
not anymore.
No.
No, it's not. They used to have the diced green coleslaw. And now it's now it looks like the regular coleslaw you see,
Okay.
but it still kind of tastes like the green one.
So they
But the
probably
green
use
one,
brine or whatever.
and the other technique with that is if you get a combo, you get a small coleslaw because that goes a long way, the small, but then you got to get a large macaroni to
Oh,
have that on the side.
KFC's macaroni and cheese, even though it's not like traditional macaroni and cheese, where
Oh,
like the burnt cheese on top, that stuff was gold.
The
I have
macaroni
not
salad,
tried
yeah.
that. I meant the macaroni salad, but I've not tried that, but I will try. I love my macaroni, my craft dinner. I make it with butter, and I used to make it with cream instead of milk. So instead of margarine and milk, I did cream and butter.
J-Man, I'm starting to see why. I'm just, you know.
So what I do now is, hey, listen, it's all of that's gone. Over 100 lost.
It's
So
all right.
I'm one of the biggest losers or whatever.
There's no judgment here.
Yeah, no, you could judge. I was super fat and I had a heart attack. And I was 2 donuts. I was 2 Boston creams away from diabetes. I was like, what if I finish one donut and bite it? He's like, no, don't test it. He goes, you're gonna get. He's like, you can just walk around and say you have it.
Mm.
He goes, and everyone will believe you. I'm like, great. No, but I miss it. I miss it. It's like now I'm drinking water, right?
Yeah.
I ran out of water, so in a second I'm gonna have to go get a refill of water. So I'm drinking water and all this other garbage. I used to just drink, and then I remember when someone said, "Do you want a Diet Coke?" I was like, "Do I look like an idiot?" I'm like, "No, I want normal Coke." Now Coke Zero. Now all of these things. It's like, thank God they make all these zeros, because like otherwise I'd be like going crazy. Yeah, I'm going.
I think we're gonna lose a viewer because Angry Gamer is going to KFC.
Okay. Let's go back to business. Street Fighter looks cool. We'll see it.
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll see it.
I think I'll see it because it's kind of interesting. It's like I just want to have fun in the theater again.
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't want to walk out of it, and because I can walk into it with no kind of like no burden of like this better be good or they better do Johnny Cage not Johnny Cage, sorry, which we call it Ken or whatever properly.
Mm-hmm.
I can just go into it and go, I either like it or I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of like, I don't want to say adult movies, not in that way, but movies that are made for adults to watch, and not made for IP or whatever. And it's just like, it's just comforting. It's like you can watch, it's like, you know what, I can watch this movie. I don't have to worry, oh, is this going to piss me off or is this going to be weird or anything? And like, even though I love Street Fighter is a game to me. So is Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter are video games. Them being movies is just a novelty. Like if this movie sucks, it won't matter. Like the Chun-Li movie sucked. I thought, yeah, whatever. It was okay. I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not angry because it's a game to me. My memories of it playing a game. I'm an expert at the game. I don't care about the movies. It's like, and the characters to me are not sacred. Like, I have about maybe 6 or 7 Street Fighter figures. I have Ken because that's the character I always used. It has nothing to do with anything else. I love Japanese people. Ryu's the best, but Ken had a better dragon punch, and that's literally the only reason I picked Ken over Ryu. Not because his character's better, like Sean was mentioning, the endings or the character. I didn't even read half the stories. Like, I don't know the stories, but I can tell you, how far the move will go on across the screen depending on what button you press. Like, it's a game. It's like Joust. Like, am I invested in the stork or whatever? Like, oh no, like it's a game of skill to me. I pick a character, that character has a specific set of moves. So if the movies suck, even with the Van Damme one, like people are like, oh, that was like Street Fighter. It's like, I thought it was a fun movie. Like, I didn't care. It's like, well, it's not really the game. I was like, well, what was it going to be? Like, the game isn't anything but a game to me. Like, if I was going to make a Joust movie, I turn it into this big epic thing where there's like a big Joust tournament but the winner of the tournament determines the fate of the kingdom or something. Like, I'd give meaning to the jousting. But in the game, it's just, well, my icon needs to hit the other icons and clear the board.
Got it.
Like, right? Like, what's the Donkey Kong story? He has to rescue the princess. No, the story is he has to dodge obstacles to get to the top of the screen and then go to the next screen. That's it. That's what Donkey Kong is to me. It's a game of skill and luck.
Timing and all that.
Hand-eye coordination, precision. Pac-Man, if they're gonna make I know there's cartoons, it's like, well, chase, like I don't care. Even Mario, like the Super Mario cartoon movie was good. I liked the Bob Hoskins
the old movie.
Like I was taught in the theater. I thought that was kind of cool. I like that movie. That was neat. It has something to do with the game. I'm like, but I don't care. Like, who did you pick, Louis? I owned all the Mario games. If I'm playing as Luigi, I would pick Luigi for certain levels because I needed that jumping. And then I don't like Luigi better than the princess. Like, I don't care. Right. I mean, if as long as they didn't make Luigi a murderer or something in the car, you know what I mean? Like, and even people saying, oh, is she going to be a girl boss? I'm like, well, she is the princess. I don't know. Like she is the boss.
I would hope so. Right.
Like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't. Superman, Batman, He-Man, these are characters that have meaning for me. I bought He-Man, the character, and I played as He-Man. I'd fight Skeletor. That has meaning for me. To me, the figures that I bought, I've got Thunderhawk, Guile, I've got what's his face, Ken. I'd like to find a good Honda for cheap. I literally in my hand I had Cammy, Dalsum, DJ. I had them in my hand at Walmart. I was like, I don't. I'd like to get Zangief if he's one of my top, and Jury, those are like my top 4 or 5 guys.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, speaking of that, some news has come out today. I was mentioning it with J-Man earlier, and we'll get to DC Next Level because something I didn't quite see coming. But Oni Press and Archie Comics are going to be working together.
That's crazy.
So Archie Comics.
I'll be back in just a second. I've got because I got to get a refill for my meds. I'll be back.
No worries. I'm just gonna read what's up here. So Archie Comics and Oni Press begin a new era for America's favorite teenager with ambitious and wide-ranging publishing partnership. So launching in fall of 2026, Oni Press is going to introduce captivating new line of Archie Comics and graphic novels, beginning with Archie #1 by W. Maxwell Prince, Fabio Moon, and Nick Cagnetti, Sabrina the Teenage Witch by Karina Bechko and Kano, and Archie in Hell by Patrick Horvath and Tyler Cook. So I'll just read the first paragraph and then I'll go to some of the promotional material. Oni Press, the multiple Eisner and Harvey Award-winning publisher of groundbreaking comics and graphic novels since '97, and the iconic world-renowned Archie Publications Inc. are proud to unveil an ambitious and wide-ranging publishing partnership that will mark a milestone new beginning for Archie, Betty, Veronica, Jughead, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Josie, and the Pussycats, and the rest of Riverdale's most iconic characters across a distinctly original and stylistically reimagined slate of monthly comics, original graphic novels, and prestige collections, honoring the full breadth and influence of Archie's nearly 9-decade history. So I can honestly say I didn't see this one coming at all.
Is this a preview of it? What's gonna look like?
Very, very small previews.
Yeah.
So in 2026, America's favorite teenager is living the dream. Who, me? So to me, what this is doing is this is Riverdale-ing the comic line.
But did they not do this 15 years ago before Riverdale, where
Yes.
it was the more stylistic looking Archie, more realistic, and it hit big for a while. It
Yes.
was big in the press for a while. It didn't last very long, but yeah.
No, and I'm wondering if I guess the nostalgia would have been the driving force
Yeah.
to maybe not have that one succeed. But I think with the I guess with the TV show, the success of the TV show, as well as, you know, new fans, as we're talking about with Linda Carter and whatnot. So you have that outside fan base coming in,
Yeah.
but also with Oni Press also taking on some of the burden of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if this doesn't have a chance.
Well, if they're gonna go hard in bookstores, because you mentioned graphic novels, then yeah, it's gonna probably be a hit. Because that, to me, no offense to comic stores and everything, that's where you make a lot of noise.
Yes.
And get a lot of eyeballs. And I remember Sabrina was a big thing when they did their Chilling Adventures and all that stuff. Like the comic. That was a pretty big hit. And I remember the whole zombie thing was big too.
Yes.
So yeah, it's cool. Like, I mean, Oni Press though, like, it's a big swing, right?
It's
like,
it's a big swing.
They keep doing these big things. Like they got the rights to do official EC Comics, so they do that now. Now I noticed they're now putting in reprints of some of the stories, but they haven't done a full on reprint series. It's just their own things. But that was a pretty big deal. And now they're making a big deal with Archie, and it's not Marvel, it's not DC, it's Oni Press. You know.
Oni.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome. I mean, whatever. That's really cool. Like, there's a lady this Wednesday at Gotham. This was awesome. You see people buying their comics, and it was like Disney, like whatever Disney comics. It's all cartoony crap. So it's like, yeah, it's an older lady. It's like Disney. Last comic, Terminator.
Nice.
And I swear. So I had to say something. I said, I'm sorry. I was like, I love how you're buying all these cutesy comics, and then I'm watching her scan these comics, and I'm like, Terminator? She's like, I like Terminator. I was like, okay. I like it too. It's just because it was literally like that Donald Duck, like all these crummy, in my opinion, to be crummy. I don't care about any of this. And then it was like Terminator. But, you know, Archie, still going strong.
Yep.
They didn't reinvent it. They didn't, you know, make it into something that it's not, you know. We need a new audience. It's like, no, we've got our audience. It's set. Like, and because it's still around in grocery stores. I still see it.
The digest is still there. Yeah.
The digests are still there.
Yeah.
Off the subject, Angry Gamer, how dare you? We have been on subject this entire night, except for the 35-minute KFC discussion.
I'm looking for a good jumping on spot for The Shadow. Some people recommend The Fire of Creation by Garth Ennis. Do you guys have any TPB recommendations?
For The Shadow? I only like the pulps. I have not read any. I read Masks. Yeah, I guess that was okay. I like the pulps, man. Shadow's a pulp. Shadow, the Spider, even though I like Dynamite's thing. There, to me, those guys, Doc Savage, all those guys, to me, that's just those are pulp characters, so I don't get into the comics as much.
Yeah, I'm more familiar with the radio show, of which there are many on YouTube. So
Oh, those are awesome.
yeah.
Those
Oni
are
Press is
super awesome.
Nacelle as well, right? The Nacelle verse.
Oh yeah,
It's like
what's going on with that?
sectars and all that stuff. The thing is, like, those are the only Oni Press books I've bought. It's like the EC stuff and the Nacelle. If that's them.
I brought this out.
Hold on
This
one
is the
second.
Oh, yeah,
Genesis
that's cool.
cartridge. But check the. Have you guys seen this? And then when you open it up,
Oh, wow. The diorama, nice.
That's a little bit close. I don't think I would attempt a fireball that close.
Yeah, that might be,
because he blocks that, and then he'll duck and roundhouse, and you're nailed.
yeah, because you're
But,
right in the wheelhouse, literally.
Yeah, but like, oh, hey, and Ryu. No, Ken's winning. Ken is winning if you look at their life.
The
Well,
bar.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
They've got Altered Beast. They've got Sonic. They've got a whole bunch of these. So
That's
you can close it up. It'll close up and be a car. And then they've got the Genesis console, and then that opens up, and you could put these in that.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
wow.
cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just that was just all I did when I was walking by. I was like, oh, I should.
Oh, that's cool. Also, too, DC had an announcement a couple of days ago, and then they expanded on it today. But I'll bring up the initial announcement, and basically they're doing something called Next Level, which would begin in March. So let me see if there we go. So DC Next Level begins in March 2026. Greg Rucka returns to the character he helped define alongside visionary artist Danny. I hope that's how you pronounce it. If not, my apologies. So essentially, Batwoman, Lobo, and Deathstroke are getting their own books in this level up, and it's coming off the heels of the Absolute universe as well as the DCKO, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw Homelander up against Superman. I'm
Oh,
not sure.
what?
Yeah, because they're bringing in a whole bunch of different characters in their KO event. So I don't know if it's necessarily in the comics, but I do know that they're going cross company crossovers for their KO event.
I've been getting all the KO stuff, so I haven't seen that yet. This week was Harley Quinn and Zatanna and Swamp Thing and Cyborg. So Cyborg beat Swamp Thing, but Swamp Thing kind of let him win.
Right.
And then I haven't seen the Zatanna one yet. Zatanna versus Harley Quinn. You know Harley Quinn's going to win because of popularity, but like Zatanna would
should mop the floor with her.
Yeah, should like literally mop the floor. And then they're doing Joker versus Red Hood, and Joker's just going to win that, right? Because it's Joker. Although Batman got taken out in first round of KO, so you never know.
You know what? If Red Hood has any sense, he'd bring a crowbar into
That'd be awesome.
that. Just
Let me see. Is it go scroll back up? Sorry. I mean, I like that kind of. It's very stylistic, so it looks kind of neat. So maybe it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
March.
I'll get into a little bit of it. It's so
Yeah.
after DC's brawling DCKO comic book event series concludes in March. Scott Snyder and Joshua Williams are helping to take DC all in to the next level, beginning a second act of the publishing initiative that began with the DC All In special and the launch of DC's Absolute Universe. Josh and I are excited to enter the second phase of DC All In. From the launch of the DC All In special to the introduction of the Absolute Universe and into the DCKO event that we're right in the middle of now, we're determined to build on all the fan enthusiasm and the retail support and story momentum by continuing to take big swings in 2026. So you've got Lobo. So Lobo is going to be drawn. It's going to be by Scotty Young and Jorge Corona, and it's a pretty banging cover.
Yeah,
I like this kind of thing. This reminds me of Heavy Metal Magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So this is Corona's cover.
Mhm.
So
That
Vroom,
looks
the
cool.
main man's back, baby, and his ride is a motorcycle that moves at the speed of sound, but only if the sound is a ripping guitar solo. So obviously, this is kind of in time to with Supergirl and all that kind of stuff. So he's getting
Yeah.
his glow up now. But it's interesting what they seem to have going. The variants look nice. They've got one by Barmeo, another one by Eom, and this one by Ferreria. And then you've got the Corona variant as well too. So it's gut soaked path. It's a gut soaked path from DCKO to the end of the universe where Lobo is going to scratch his name and number in the source wall with a cool knife. Don't miss the mayhem. Special guest or tasty continuity. Don't you do it? I wonder if he's going to be there, Deadpool.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just going nuts with it.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, these are number ones that you'd probably look into, and they announced a slate more today, and I'll get to some of those as well too. So then Rucka returns to Batwoman, whom he's had a lot of success with, and so he's going to redefine her for a new generation, as they say. Some cool covers.
I will. So I like Batwoman. Like here's a hot take. I like Batwoman, not the show.
Right.
Especially not season 2 and with like the most cleanest and like best makeup and homeless person you've ever seen. It's like she's like, I'm homeless and all that. It's like, well, you look pretty good. Your makeup looks good. You got eyelashes. You're very attractive for a homeless person. Like it's like super fake. I hate that. Anyways, that's a separate issue. But I like Batwoman, the character. She looks cool. I've got a statue of her, so I'll definitely check out the first one, and I'll go from there.
But I do like I'm not familiar with Corona, but I love what I'm seeing from some of this promotional material and some of these variants.
At least there is promotional material. The thing with whether you like Absolute, because I don't like any of the Absolute comics, but it doesn't matter. They are doing well and people like them, and it's something to talk about. Mm-hmm. Marvel has absolutely nothing going for it. DCKO right now, it's a fun event. I like it. Period. That's it. I like it. No, except for I like it. It's fun. Give me some. Let's see what you got. Like, I'll check these again. I'll give it a chance. Marvel is so dead to me. Punisher Red Band is the only cool comic that I like from Marvel, like at all, that I'm reading. This looks cool too, Deathstroke. Like,
So the world's deadly assassin levels up with Tony Fleeks and Carmine Di Gian Domenico. Prepare for brutal violence with over-the-top action and intrigue from the twisted mind of writer Tony Fleeks, with pulse-pounding art by Carmine Di Giandomenico. DC's contract-killing boogeyman is back and bloodier than ever. So it looks like they're just kind of embracing what the spirit of these characters are, and just going with it. And seeing where it hits, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, man, that kind of looks like a Punisher cover, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
and Deathstroke looks cool too. Like,
it looks mad cool, and he's always been one of the coolest characters out there from his debut in Teen Titans, right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Alternate cover.
Yeah, this is by oh my gosh, Dan Panosian. Who does he did an Absolute Wonder Woman cover that was smoking earlier this year, and this one's just on point as well too.
All of the Absolute Wonder Woman comic covers are cool because, I mean, that character. I mean, it's the fake, it's the fake Wonder Woman, but like whatever it is, it looks cool. Like she looks like a cool character, and Deathstroke just looks cool anyways.
And this one's
like even this like
cartoon.
Yeah, like this cartoon version, even that looks cool, right? Like,
hey man, once you have a Spider-Man eye, you can't go wrong.
Yes.
Grifter. Right away, when I saw Grifter, I was like, oh, I was like, that looks cool. It's the Spider-Man.
Grifter, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. You got the tattoo of Iron Fist. I love Iron Fist. It's awesome.
Yeah, but like here's the thing though, right? It looks like fun, and this is the point with like canceling the Ultimate Universe that I didn't understand is like Marvel was having fun, or at least seemed to be leaning in that direction with some of those titles.
Mhm.
And you're right. Like I really haven't had much interest in it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue with Hulk with this Infernal Hulk storyline because it's so radically different that I'm not sure. Like I'll give it a shot, but
Mhm.
but even where they're going now, it's like, can you just fight some like Gamma Beast? Like do you have to be like Monster of the Week kind of, or all that kind of stuff? Where's the leader? Where's all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think, and then again, Ultimate. They called it Ultimate. It's like you already used that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was confused. Like they're like, oh, it's gonna be they're doing Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm like, but wait, is that Miles again, or what is Ultimate? It's like,
Yeah.
no, this is a different Ultimate Spider-Man. Why is there two? Because like if you want, because there's different Batman. So Batman and Spider-Man are the two guys that are mined for ideas the most. So they called it Absolute Batman. There is only one Absolute Batman, so you're not going to make a mistake. Hey, I want to. What's that Absolute Batman all about? Oh, that's here. Check this out. Oh, what's that Ultimate Spider-Man? Which Ultimate Spider-Man? Because there's different Ultimate Spider-Man. It's like, oh, I don't know.
But Ultimate Spider-Man was a different Spider-Man. Now you're saying there's different Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's a different Ultimate Spider. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you call it something else? Like, there's Flashpoint Batman. Oh, okay, that's Thomas Wayne or whatever.
Mhm.
So there's not they're not going to do another Flashpoint and have another Flashpoint Batman, right? It's like there's only one Flashpoint Batman. There's only one Absolute Batman. Like in 20 years from now, you can't do Absolute Batman again and have it be a different Batman than what this Absolute Batman is, because how are you branding this thing? Like I thought Ultimate Spider-Man, they're like, oh, they're bringing out an Ultimate Spider-Man book. I'm like, don't they already have a Miles Morales book? Oh no, this isn't Miles Morales. I'm like, is it Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man? No, he's not. Well, not in this one. Like, so who is it? Oh, it's Peter. So why not just have normal Peter? Well, normal Peter sucks. Everyone hates that comic. Okay, we'll make that comic better then. Well, no, we'll just do another one. Well, then call it something else. Like how they had Scarlet Spider. Like call it a brand new thing. I don't know, like not extreme. Like I don't know pick something else. Like pick something. That's why your writers like figure out a new name.
They could have used Next Level.
Yeah, call it level Spider-Man, and then next level Black Panther, next level X-Men.
Yeah, Ultimate has name cachet value, right? So they just use that again. It always seemed desperate to me, like the new Ultimate line. It had nothing to do with the old Ultimate line.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the old one.
Out of their way to kill that line, by having this whole convergence thing, and and they destroyed that universe. Then they made a new Ultimate Universe, and it was just brand confusion, as you're saying. So
yeah. And so now DC is going to continue with this, with all these new, I guess, leveled up titles.
Right, so it's still all in.
It's still all in, right? But what it is now is, no new numbering unless, those new number ones for Lobo, Terminator, and Deathstroke, and Batwoman. But like, there's new creative teams going to be all the way around. You've got Wonder Woman 31. You got some Batman stuff, and I guess Dustin Nguyen is going to be working on some of the variants. And Jorge Jimenez, you might as well just give him like Bat stuff forever, because it doesn't look like he's ever leaving that title for sure.
Well, he's the only reason to get. I don't like this. Like Batman 1 was like okay, and then the rest of them have been poo for me. Mm-hmm. The art looks good. That's about it.
Yeah,
I like Detective Comics much better. Someone say Convergence. Oh, there's Mark. I like Mark also, coincidentally, Mark also likes Detective Comics is my favorite of the Batman ones. I also liked that Dark Patterns, though it kind of was a bit whatever, but that was fine. This all looks, I mean, I collect Batman and Superman anyway, so it doesn't matter what they do to it. I'm going to get it no matter what, whether there's 3 Batman titles. Let's add a 3rd Batman title that's called Batman. So we could be on Batman 164 and Batman issue 5. I love how there's like, man, Jim Lee, Jim Lee's the best. You know, I and they and remember Sean a while back. They're like, no. Jim Lee's got about 5 or 6 in the can. They're ready to go. There's not going to be late books. We have this on stream, and Sean and I were like, I don't know.
Once a Jim Lee, always a Jim Lee.
I don't know. Remember in 12 Angry Men when that one guy's changing his vote? And he goes, what do you think? Guilty or not guilty? He's like, I don't know. He's like, what do you mean you don't know? He's like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. You're saying you're saying a lot of words. You're saying like you're talking like James, like Jim Lee's not going to be late, but I don't know. And he's late.
Yeah.
But yeah, Action Comics is awesome. It's all Superboy stuff, and everyone knows Superboy's the best. So that has all been really cool. And Superman has been awesome. So those 3 comics have been really good. And they've got that weird anime looking Batman Immortal Legend of Batman or something, which looks cool because Batman just looks cool. But, you know, Superboy Prime is awesome. That's a great character. He's a great character. So both Superboy, and again, they call him Superboy Prime. So then you know who. Marvel has so much confusion. Like literally no one knows what's going on. It's like Superboy Prime. Okay, they call them Superboy Prime. Then you know that that's not normal Superboy. Yeah. Because you know how you know that? Because they called it Superboy Prime. So pop quiz, what's Ultimate Spider-Man? I don't know. There's like 3 Ultimate Spider-Mans because depending on how many Absolute Batmans are there? There's one. There's Absolute Batman. He's the big, huge guy with the symbol that becomes a weapon. That's everyone know. And his cape it can like, you know, like cut and stuff. So you know who that is. I thought Ultimate Spider-Man was Miles Morales. That's what I thought it was. And then it's like, oh no, it's this other thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the maker remade the universe, you know.
Yeah, that's Ultimates, right?
That's the
so that's what it is. How is there another one? Like now there's another Ultimate one. It's but they merged. Yeah, but I don't care because you're calling it weird. It's weird now. So what's Miles called then? What is Miles's name?
He's Spider-Man.
Yeah, see, that's dumb shit.
And that was the decision that they made way back in 2015 when they did the Hickman.
Hickman sucks. You know, it's taken a while. We've the results are in. Like I don't know. Because then how can there be 2 guys called Spider-Man running around? Like, you know what they did my niece and nephew watched that. There's like a cutesy cartoon. It's not called Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. It's called like Spidey or something. Yeah. Spidey and His Friends or something like that.
Yeah.
And you know what they call Miles in that cartoon? Do you know what they call? They call him Spin.
Really?
Yeah, because kids would be confused.
There's
Spidey,
not like webs or something.
No, so it's Spidey, Spin, and Spider Gwen or whatever.
Spider Gwen, yeah, but isn't she Ghost Spider or something?
I'm sorry, Ghost Spider. You're right. Sorry, Sean. Ghost Spider.
Yeah.
Ghost Spider. Yeah,
well, because Spider Gwen, it's like, who's Spider Gwen? Could it be Gwen? So
you're
they
right.
call her something normal.
Yeah, so they call it right. So that cartoon understood better than the guys. Anyways, that Ultimate Spider-Man was good for about 1 or 2 issues, and then it got super stale. I feel like it had such momentum. It was world building, all these garbage terms. Let's build the world. How about you make a good I got an idea. Forget about world building, branding. How about you make one awesome comic? And then everyone reads it and says, wow, that was awesome. Then you make a second awesome comic and put a number 2. And then the next one you put a number 3, and that one's awesome as well. And after you have about 50 of those, then you can start saying, oh yeah, we're making toys and you know whatever. Like you haven't even gotten to 50 on anything. Deadpool can't make it to 20 to save his life, and Deadpool has the top grossing movies for Marvel in the last. That Deadpool and Wolverine movie is the only movie that made any money at all. And Deadpool cannot hold down a series.
So has Deadpool ever been a top 10 book?
I don't think so.
So because I think in a weird way, there's some characters that translate really well on screen based on, you know, the movies, what brand they're tied to, who the lead actor is. And then there's some characters that no matter what, they are just going to sell because people have to complete the series, right?
Mhm.
Like they don't want to have any gaps in their Spider-Man or Batman or whatever. And they're always going to be in the top 10. And it doesn't even matter if the story dips a little bit or whatever, because you can't tell me that Spider-Man is on like a high right now when it comes
No,
to storyline.
but it's
Mhm.
Spider-Man.
But it's Spider-Man, right? So you can sleepwalk that title through.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not fair. He deserves better, but yeah, Batman's like that as well. Maybe small extent Superman, maybe could not be reached like the Blue Batman. So do I. Actually, I don't mind the in the Batman comic book, even though I don't like the story. Like Batman looks cool, like that. The art is neat, but in Detective Comics, I think Detective Comics is Tom Taylor, who is like a shitty writer or whatever. But I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat. So I'm just going by comic to comic. If he writes a shit one, I'll say it's shit. That's it. I'm not gonna lie. But so far I've liked it. But Batman
Mhm.
is what's the guy's name? Matt Fraction. First of all, he lied. He's like, oh, they're gonna be solo stories. I was like, but they're not. Like, what are you talking about? DC's
Maybe
next
he doesn't know
book.
what that means. I don't know.
Maybe he doesn't.
DC's
Yeah,
next
what-
line should be called 50 Year Plus. That might actually be Curtis Jackson.
What you were saying, Jay, man, sounded like Image to me. They were like on
Yeah.
issue 2 and making cartoons and toys. Like,
Yep,
God,
that was the wrong move.
Cart
Yeah.
before the horse,
Yeah.
right?
But I was going through my Wildcats figures today,
Mm-hmm.
and what I like about Image is that they're like, we're gonna go crazy, and then nothing happened because they realize that there's a lot of people. This was a good lesson learned, and they're still learning this lesson. Rob Liefeld like just released Youngblood. I got Youngblood too. I love it, but it's not gonna last. These guys need someone. You need an editor to come and say, where's your work?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, they're just like, it's us 7 guys. We're going to have fun and make comics. Yeah. And then it's like, oh yeah, comics, man. Shit, that's a job, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a job.
they needed adult supervision.
That's
And
why Spawn, because Todd McFarlane was slightly older than
Well,
the other guys.
he was trying to be that, but he had his own title. He wasn't an editor, but like he was trying to. I guess he realized we need an editor in chief, and I'm it. But like I'm doing Spawn, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Savage Dragon and Spawn are the only ones that really continued forever.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
still continuing or whatever.
Yeah.
I think Savage Dragon's very sporadic though. It's kind of just
Is it?
whatever.
Oh
Maybe-
yeah.
But Spawn is regular, and there's more Spawn titles like
Regular,
Gunslinger.
and there's a whole bunch now. Yeah.
So yeah, but Todd McFarlane was like, yeah, like we need to we're a company. We need to produce. And here's what Rob Liefeld did. He created Youngblood. I was like, wow, Youngblood, this is super cool and fun. Now I'm going to create Brigade. I'm like, this is cool and fun. It's like, stop creating a bunch. After there's 50 Youngblood issues, then in issue 51, introduce Brigade,
Mhm.
right? And then make that a comic and have, 30, 40 issues of Brigade and Youngblood.
Yeah.
And then you introduce Bloodstrike because they're brothers, Cabot and Battlestone. You introduce Bloodstrike. Oh, his brother. You never said you had a brother. I thought he was dead. What's going on? Oh, and then Bloodstrike. Not like I've been reading the Extreme Universe in order of publication. It's crazy, dude. Well, Brigade issue 3, and then it's like Bloodstrike issue 1. Oh, it's like, wait, what's happening here? How is there another comic that just
No.
got introduced?
They
There's, like,
wanted to be Marvel Silver Age so bad.
bad, yeah.
Like they're mimicking that, not understanding, the groundwork that was laid with that and why they were doing those things. They were piggybacking off of DC's distribution, so they had to have books with 2 or 3 guys in it and stuff. It's funny because I keep saying this. I have the entire run of Team Youngblood, which was the other Youngblood book.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And the only reason I have that is because it came out every month. so I bought them. And I can't remember who it was that was behind that. Like Rob Liefeld was like in the distance, but like other people were writing and doing the art for that. But it was a consistent book. Youngblood, I don't have a lot, and there's only like what 10 issues or something across 5 years or something like that. Something crazy.
So Eric Stevenson was this. So I just picked, Team Youngblood issue 3, for example.
Yeah.
So Eric Stevenson was the writer and stuff like that. So Rob Liefeld came up with the generic story of it, and then the thing is, Rob is more, again, he's more like he needs to delegate. He can create his characters. Rob Liefeld should just do the covers for all these comics, because that's what he likes to do. Draw a cool cover. Yeah. And then someone else can do the interiors and try to copy his style.
It's
right?
what McFarlane did when he brought in Capullo, right?
Yes.
But that was a smart move, and
brilliant move.
It was smart because he understood it had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, because like he was selling his name was selling those books, and that was a big swing. And he wanted to concentrate more on the toys.
Yeah.
And he got a guy in that could draw kind of like him.
And didn't he ink some of the stuff, some of the early issues that Capullo did?
Yeah.
Because that also then would have kept the consistency of people wanting Todd's look.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And Todd did he would come on here and there. Like I think he did the Angela appearance, and like
it was all over the letters pages. Like, I had dinner with Bob Shea. Spawn 2 is on the way. Like, no, it's not.
That thing is never going to happen.
I should collect all the, because it's in every letters page for like a good 3 years. And like, teasing Spawn 2. I should do a thing where I just go through all.
Well, at New York, he was talking like it's coming, right? But obviously, there's certain things that have to. I know. Yeah. The thing about it is, though, the movie industry right now is. To say it's in flux is an understatement, right? And it's hard to put that kind of money into something. Let's just be honest; it's a niche IP,
super niche,
right? And that doesn't have like crazy speculation out of the comic book industry to help fuel viewers. Everyone's going to be like our age, going to go see Spawn.
Yeah,
there's very few kids that are going to be going in there. Right.
I'm still waiting for the 1993 annual. Look, I love Image Comics, but it was a live and learn. They did it, but there's still, it's like, see, people again. It's like Rob Liefeld brought back Youngblood. That is not going to last. I have no problem putting that on the pull list. It's like that'll be there for a little bit. He'll get tired of doing it and then move on to something else, and then that's it. Like he's not going to get 50 issues out of it, right? Like.
That's a grind. That's a serious grind. And for someone his age who's got a family, even if the kids are up and out of the house, that's still a lot of time to be putting into making a book, and to do that for 2.5 years. That's, that's hard.
Yeah. And he's got inconsistencies. I love Rob Liefeld. Everybody knows I'm a super shill for Rob. I ordered directly from him. I came home. I bought those 2 issues of issue 2, both covers. I took a picture. I posted on his Facebook group. You can look at the timing within a minute or so. Thank you. He immediately responds. Thank you. He responds to everybody who buys it. Anyone who posts,
in hand, waiting for that.
Phone in hand. Yeah. And on Rob's thing, everything has to be approved. And it's like, he's like the first comment. I was like, just pick these up today. Awesome stuff. Great job. Thank you. Right away. He's there for the fans, but it is a lot to keep that up. Like Sean and I were writing our stuff, and it's like, even just that. And I mean, we were doing like 7 or 8 page stories, and we we're combining them with Steve and making one book out of that. And I mean, even that. But again, it's like, unless you have someone like that was on our leisure time, but unless you have someone who's, the editor saying, hey, listen, it's due this month. Youngblood issue 2 is due. Oh, I've been doing this. It's like, we need issue 2, like right now. Like, not this. I'll do it when I feel like it, because this is the other problem with Kickstarter. I'll say this. I got to go in a minute or two, but like Kickstarter one of the like. See you so Steve, you did your Atrium. You've got your it was 5 issues, right? Yeah.
Right.
So to do those 5 issues, that's difficult. Imagine just doing one of those every month, and someone's there saying, "Steve, where's Atrium 6? Where is it? Where is it? It's due. It's due." So by the time you started Atrium 1, and I don't know how many when we first met over that comic, what issue of Atrium would it be if that was your only source of income and that was your job? Like, you'd have to pump these out every month to get your money.
Absolutely.
You'd be on, what issue would Atrium be on? 25 or something, or whatever it is.
Probably. If you factor in, you're maybe doing 9 to 10 issues a year.
Yeah.
Realistically.
So like you'd be but it's difficult. And then you see these other, I'm not going to mention other creators, but there's a couple of big ones, and it's like they release one a year or whatever, and you're like, that's not a company, that's a hobby. Mm-hmm. Like Image Comics, the L Boys, right? Lee, Liefeld, Larson, whatever. Like mm-hmm. they were that was a hobby. Image Comics wasn't a comic company. It was a hobby company that occasionally would send comics out and you'd buy them. You're like, that was fun. It's like comic book company is like, it comes out on time. People wait for it. They get it in hand. I will forget. Like Youngblood 2 is out. Youngblood 3 is going to be like 5 months away. I'm like, what was happening again? Like, mm-hmm. Okay, I guess I got to reread. Every time the next one comes out, I got to read all of them.
That's the thing where like you almost need like a recap. Like when like I'm starting Fallout, and before you go, I just want to show you guys one thing.
Yeah.
Starting Fallout, and it's like I had to go through the recap again, and I'm like, oh man, I totally forgot some of the stuff that happened at the back end of that season or at the beginning mm-hmm. of that season, because you're just doing other stuff. So imagine having to do that in between issues, right? And it's not just that little caption that
yeah.
that would catch you up on stuff. But I caught something again in the news, and I was like, what is going on here? I don't understand what I'm seeing. And I had no idea that New Comic Book Day had been rebranded.
Giveaway Day?
It's now called Comics Giveaway Day. I don't know about you. That's terrible. Like,
is this free comic book day?
This is now free comic book day.
Okay, free comic book day.
So Ron Mars, this is on Blue Sky. Obviously still a good promotion, but Comics Giveaway Day doesn't have the same ring to it as free comic book day. So I think it's May 2nd this year. And I actually had to look it up and go, so is that free comic book day or is it something else?
That's dumb.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really stupid. Free comic book day. It's like you get a free comic. I understand what it is. Like comic giveaway. And like I started thinking, am I supposed to give away comics? Like,
yeah.
Right. And so this is some of the offerings on different accounts, obviously, of what you're gonna get, but like Aliens, Planet of the Apes, Predator is part of their 20th Century Fox stuff. And so they've got new branding as Comics Giveaway Day. It just doesn't have the same. This is from Ignition Press, and it just doesn't have the same feel. Marvel's got their lineup, obviously. DC is going to have their lineup, but it's like, what's I don't know why they would change it unless someone had the naming rights and wanted to.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Do you like Styx? Too much time on my hands. That song, Too Much Time on My. It's like this guy's got too much time on hands. What can I do? Oh, I'm not going to call it free comic book day because that's too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no it's insane on free comic book day. I actually don't go because
me neither.
Really, the whole point is to get like new people in. So like a lot of guys will bring their kids in and stuff, and they go through. Yeah. So
this is more Fallout from Diamond. This is what it is. May 2nd, 2026, we'll see free comic book day and comics giveaway day because Universal, Lunar, and Diamond UK are partnership for free comic book day on May 2nd. But PRH is going its own way with comics giveaway day. Why can't we have nice things, fellas? Why?
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Yeah, I'm like Sean. I go every week except for that because like they know me there at my shop. I have a pull list, so like there's no point. Like I don't need these free comics. If I want one, I'll just buy it. Like
You know what's funny? The free stuff, like the next week after, I'll go and get my pull, and they put in ones they thought I would like
Yeah.
based on what I buy.
Because
Oh,
they don't
no,
want.
thanks, guys. So like
Yeah.
I don't have to go.
well, Carlos orders gets 4 million of these. So
Yeah.
pretty much, unless there's always a couple of weird ones where it's like, oh, it's gonna be something special again. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's like I'm not buying a comic because I think everyone bought that Absolute Joker comic because they think they're gonna put their kids through high school. Well, or through college. What's not gonna happen? Putting your kid through college on that comic because I went to Gotham and there's 4 trillion copies of it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
If what Gotham had was the only ones on Earth, they still wouldn't be worth anything because he had hundreds.
Scarcity in the secondary market is what causes
Right.
prices to go up. And with the print runs now, there's no way. There's no way.
And people know they're too savvy now. Everyone's you go to the population list. How many 9.0 Superman number ones are there? One.
What?
How many? I've seen ones where it's like just the page. Like it's like you just see those CGC where it's a page only. It's like even that there's hardly any. So if there's like 500,000 graded Absolute Jokers, I mean,
yeah,
what is it worth? It's worth whatever the grading cost was.
Yep.
Essentially.
So $40 or whatever. Anyway.
Well, anyway, gents, it's that time of year. We're winding down the year. I want to wish everyone happy holidays. Sean, J-Man, it was a pleasure in 2025 hanging with you guys talking comics, and looking forward to doing it in 2026. Before you go, Sean, what do you got coming up?
I'll be on J-Man's channel for Fantastic Fridays, and of course, Earth's Mightiest Mondays with Avengers, 4 comics each. Going through the classic runs, and whatever else is going on with it.
I don't know what else is. There's Saturday. No, we're doing something on Saturday. We're gonna do Imperious Rex on Saturday. So Steve, you can come tomorrow. So Steve, you're invited for tomorrow and Rex. Rex is where we look at what came out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'll probably see me for both.
Yeah, those are fun.
Sounds good. And J-Man, I'm assuming
same shit, same day. Same shit, same day, same time. It's the same thing.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone knows that you'll be seeing us, I guess, in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Doing some FF, and then we'll be doing Imperious Rex on Saturday.
Yeah.
So everyone, all the best. It was amazing hanging out with everyone. Thanks for all the great comments. Make sure that you're subscribed to all 3 of us. Please do that. And we're looking forward to seeing you in 24 hours on Friday night. All right, everyone. Take care. Stay safe. Happy holidays.